time.
We are like 6 whole months past at the new year, dude.
God, 6? Jesus, God almighty.
6 months until.
We're like almost perfectly halfway through the year.
No, see, now then it has to be Christmas.
Well, we're past halfway through the year, so.
Well, Christmas in July, Mark.
No.
Yes.
Ew.
Also, I'm not gonna drink water. I'm drinking tea, Mark, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
I will go full Adam Sandler and Waterboy on you. I swear to God.
Gaijin,
Drink water.
Gaijin,
You've existed this long
Gaijin,
and survived. I trust you.
I support your green tea drinking habits. I do that too.
You're
and I
aware
just
that
need
green
water.
tea has caffeine in it, right?
Yeah, but
No,
it's
it
also
doesn't.
like
Yes,
drink
it does.
Not this one.
Hell yeah, brother.
How do you have non-caffeinated green tea?
Because it's Japanese and uncaffeinated.
Oh, so that means they didn't add any caffeine, but the naturally occurring caffeine that exists in green tea is still there.
I mean, I have a supreme resistance to caffeine. I used to down 2 Mountain Dews
It's not
before
about
bed.
the energy. It's about the fact that caffeine dehydrates you.
Well, that's what the extra tea is for, Mark. You just drink more.
Yeah,
That's
that
like
makes you
saying-
drink more hydration. There you
No,
go.
that's like saying there's a hole in our boat, so in order to avoid sinking,
It's
we're
not
gonna make the
salt
hole bigger.
tea. It's not mustard tea. It's not pretzel
What the
tea.
fuck is mustard tea?
What the?
Spicy.
Why am I asking? No,
Also-
I shouldn't give in to these questions. They're too
Don't
silly.
wanna know.
The forbidden lore. Knowledge you cannot unlearn.
Bro, I just wanted to play fucking like vampire. I didn't want to play like fucking mage. Leave me alone, Christ, please.
Also,
So
chat,
H2O.
a heads up, chat. Unfortunately, OBS, for whatever reason, decided to reset the audio settings on Wallfly. So I try to balance things out. If things are too loud or too quiet, and I'm probably more gonna ask the mods if you hear anything, shahallam, cough, cough, shahallam, that sounds off, please let us know. I tried my best to rebalance everything, but it completely reset everything, and I just had to like quickly do a fix.
Just scream really loud.
How about? Yeah, I mean, that's why I asked someone to do before we went live, just to make sure. But everyone says it sounds good. So. Zito's been taken to the warp.
There it goes.
There's
Oh,
demons
God.
there.
It's
Oh,
crazy. I
God.
can't believe
I'm back.
Doppler effect
Oh my
Zito
God.
is real.
I love that picture of not yet Gaius with the axe. Sorry. So great.
Man, I wish I could be offered drugs.
Kitties.
All right. Connor.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I can
Really
barely hear myself with these new headphones. Connor, take us
Yes.
away.
All right. Welcome to the Unexpectables, everybody. I hope we're ready for a hot new one, fresh out the oven.
Ooh.
It's
You're cracking.
Unexpectables 2.
You are
You're a
cracking.
crack.
No, crackling, not crack.
Crack.
Krakatoa.
What am I cracking for? Hang on.
Crack.
No.
I gotta
I
have
love
my crack.
No.
But
It's
Monty,
okay. It's 20 seconds after. It's the grace period. We're past the grace period. We're
Silly
day
rabbit.
one.
Crack is for kids.
but Monty, don't you want to know why the Connors love cinnamon toast crack?
God.
This is crack.
It's the taste you can see.
Crack of night.
Amazing.
All right, Connor, you good to go?
Well, yes, Gaijin.
Uh-huh.
Where can they find you and what are you up to?
I'm very dizzy, and I've been dizzy for a little while, but I'm questionably hydrating myself. Thank you, Mark. I just dropped a brand new video that is surprisingly doing like absurd numbers, at least respectively compared to what I've been doing. I talked about all the shit that just really bothered me on that Japan trip, and people just really love making strawmen. Let me tell you, it's like I got a wheat field in my backyard, and people are just afraid of them birds. But yeah, you'd like it. I get really personal. I'm very I'm very personal in that. It's just me talking for like 45 minutes with bullet points. But I get really intense, and I apparently jump scare at some point, which is hilarious. Next video, I think it's gonna be about Tears of the Kingdom, because there's way too much like culturally inspired crap in that no one's talked about, or at least I haven't paid attention to. So that's gonna be a heck of a lot of fun. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna stream. We're kind of in a weird drought. I can't keep playing Tears, and I'm running out of backlog FPS games to play. Oh, I tried playing TF2 the other day.
My old stomping ground. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So Man vs. Machine is still fun. I hate everything else because it sucks and people are terrible and I hate them.
Oh.
I literally had one scout player just table me over and over again, come into my stream and then throw slurs. So, you know, classic online experience. So
God, I love the heyday of TF2.
anyway, I'm just up to my weeb stuff. I need to make new races, I know. Oh.
It's okay, I got it as well.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
But I don't believe in myself.
Well, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you.
See, that's always the setup. Sorry, continue.
Mark Allen Jr., where can they find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on twitter.com at Mark Allen Jr., here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, and you can follow the adventures of my fat, sleepy cat bunny on Instagram at Chonk4Life. Recently, no streams have happened because I've been in the process of moving someone into my apartment. They are here now, and we are now in the process of making the apartment livable. So
make this house a home.
yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Streams will still be weird. I'm going to try to start a new series of streams, hopefully every Friday. Hopefully starting this Friday, although it's tentative, because if we're still working on setting up house stuff, I might have to postpone it. But for sure by next week, I want to do timed song creation streams. So I have like 2 to 3 hours. I haven't decided if I want 2 or 3 hours yet, probably leaning towards 3 hours, to make a song based on a wheel. I'm going to spin the wheel for the genre, and then depending on what genre I get, I will spin the wheel for ideas of how to build that song, and I've got 3 hours to do it. The idea to inspire me to start working on music more, again, finally, for real. And also just something different, because not a lot of people do that, and I figured it might be nice for some people to experience that on my stream. Because a lot of y'all don't know that I make music, apparently, so that's a thing that I do as well. Also, holy crap, I've been teasing about it on this show for like 3 or 4 months now, but I finally get to announce I had the pleasure of helping assistant direct the English dub of not 1, not 2, but 3 Fist of the North Star special movies. That's right, Legend of Toki,
Holy shit.
Legend of Yuria, and Fierce Fight. I got to help assistant direct all of those. I even got to direct one Edward Bosco, which is the first time we've worked together in that capacity on an official project in either of our careers. So it was super, super dope. Check it out. It's being released by Discotech Media later this year. I was so stoked to work on it. It's crazy to have Fist of the North Star on my freaking resume. It's insane. But yes, that's one of the things I've been teasing about for the last several months. So I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check it out when it releases. Please, we put a lot of work into it.
Dude, super big omedeto.
Thank you. I was stoked.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
As a huge Fist of the North Star mark, I have to say,
You're a huge Fist of the North Star?
yeah. Oh, right. I forgot your name was Mark.
Yeah.
I was wait for it. Ding, there it is.
Ding.
I'm very excited either way. Zan, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I just got back from Chicago with Bosco. That was fun. But we missed Halo Lasso yesterday, but we'll be back on next week with more Halo Reach Lasso. I think our second session for that. I'll be playing with Bosco, Level 1 Eevee, and Artsy Heartsy. So we'll be back on Bosco's channel around then. And then on Thursday, I'll be back with, or actually tomorrow, I think, we're going to be doing more Dungeon of the Mad Mage on Monty's channel. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But you can find me on Twitter at Zanny_Grim. Also, tomorrow during the day around noonish, I'll be streaming on my own channel for once. Some more Dark Tide with some friends. So if you want to come check that out, that's cool too. Aside from that, that's me.
Is that game better?
Much better. The
Okay.
update they did was much better.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just had to ask.
No, you're good. There is actually an end game now, so
Oh,
That helps.
dang. Okay.
yeah, that's me.
Excellent. Zito, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Find me on twitch.tv/Zito, where I've been playing Treepang 2, and God, it went from fighting super soldiers to killing Mothmen, and then the Illuminati happened, and then there was a ghost in the middle of bumfuck Arkansas underground, full of TVs. And then Gianni showed up as a bunch of cultists, and I had to mow him down. It was kind of a sick game, and I can't wait to go back into playing it again. So I'll be doing that. Card streams will occur probably on Friday. Beyond that, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I have to get fucking 4 of my wisdom teeth removed because I only needed the 1, but everyone's telling me, nah, we set up for all 4 of them. So sometime in July, just before my birthday, I'm gonna be a miserable, like, silent mute bastard. Beside that, the good news is Toothpick's getting a PS1 3D model, so I will metamorphosis from my PNG tuber into physical meat space at some point. Now I just gotta get a camera and learn all the 2D rigging nonsense. Beyond that, that's me.
That's awesome, Zito. Thank you for sharing. Edward Bosco, where can they find you and what have you been up to?
They can find me watching the NFL draft where the Chicago Blackhawks just picked Connor Bedard! Yes!
Bosco,
We're
we're playing
back to-
D&D.
What?
Gotta be a nerd
Good-
now. You
good
like the
answer.
sport. No, I'm just joking.
Stop being a nerd. You have to be a
I'll,
different nerd.
I'll just-
Stop
I'll
being
go
a
back
nerd. You have
over
to be a nerd. Come on.
yeah, next.
I appreciate you, Bosco. I want to hear
Oh,
about
you
your
Bos-
sports things.
I'm happy that you took a Vancouver person from our province away to go to Blackhawk Town or whatever. the fuck it was.
Hey,
That was
hi,
amazing,
hi, everyone.
Monty.
Hi everyone. Chris Zito of the Unexpectables here. Hi everyone. Let me look back at chat real quick and just see this. Wade Zito's been a VTuber since last November. I'm fine.
It takes him a while, dude. Don't worry about it.
I've been doing one since last November.
On a
It's not
side
been a
note, the Bulls-
secret. I'm fine.
Okay, all right. On a side note, the Bulls also re-signed Nikola Vucevic, and I thought it was a really good deal. Okay, bye.
Hey, Shahalem, is the volume good? That was a good test, I think.
Wait,
Yeah, there you go. That
Bosco,
was good.
Bosco, don't you have something to announce?
You already did it.
No, but you have to do it too. Otherwise, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm in the new Fist of the North Star
Oh.
because Mark made me sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
was
I'm
really
Volga.
hard to make him
I'm-
sound good, by the way.
Dude, it was really hard to sound good.
No, it was a blast.
Yeah, it's honestly the first time we've ever worked together, and it will be a special project in my heart for the rest of my life because of that. It's one of those milestone moments.
Yeah. Being able to direct your one of your best buds.
Well, yeah, you come up on the grind with somebody, and you're like, we finally get to do it for a living. Like, it took long enough.
Well, what is 17 years?
I mean, anyway. Connor, back to you.
You a shock indeed. Well, I suppose. Wait, did we get Monty yet?
We did
No.
No, that's why I said back to you. It's your
skipped
job to do
her
that.
for some reason, so I was like,
Huh?
I know, right?
Monty Glue, what are you up to, dog?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm getting a new shelf, which is the highlight of my life. I mean, I'm very boring. But I am getting a new shelf. But I am also streaming tomorrow, as Zan has mentioned. We have Dungeons of the Mad Mage. It's so great. I just read ahead a little bit, and I'm just like nodding and closing my eyes and nodding like and then on Friday, I actually started off a brand new stream, which I hope people come and check out. I'm actually playing through Final Fantasy XIV for people who want to just experience the story and don't want to play an MMO. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I've been posting clips to my Twitter, and it's the first session went really well, and I'm really excited, and I hope people come and check it out because it should be hopefully really fun and a nice way to enjoy the story. Please come see it. I got a whole new overlay and everything, and it's so cool.
New overlay.
And then on Mondays, oh my god, you guys hear that? That was thunder.
Oh
Holy
my, yeah, I did
shit.
hear that.
Oh my god, sorry. There's a thunderstorm outside. If I disappear,
I
you know what
checked.
happened.
You should be okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, and then on Mondays are kind of here and there right now because Monday I'm getting my shelf. I'm gonna try my best to get the shelf before Mass Effect, so that way we can do Mass Effect. But if not, I might do a pickup stream in the evening. So yeah, that's it for me.
Hot dog.
Connor, you have. I'm gonna give you.
Wait,
second.
hold on.
But I haven't chilled yet.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
other people to
Yeah,
talk about
go.
too.
Sorry. Ignore me.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, youtube.com/historical, where I'm not as cool as Football Connor, but you can see me streaming Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
No, he's hockey Connor. I thought,
Oh,
right?
hockey Connor? I wasn't paying attention.
Hockey
Sports
exclamation
Connor.
mark
All
Connor.
of Canada.
I don't give a shit. You didn't find... Yes, playing through Yakuza Like a Dragon. Ed is there with me as well, and Sundays I'm usually playing Deus Ex Invisible War, but it's kind of busy. But yeah, that's oh right. I'm also in the process of making another 5e homebrew thing for the first time in a long time. I suppose I can go ahead and tell you what it's named. It's called the Hydromancer's Spellbook. It is 9 spells that are all water themed, and I gotta tell you, some of them are pretty crazy. Liquefy is very odd.
Is it like disintegrate, only you melt?
You do melt, but it is not like disintegrate.
Oh, okay.
My favorites are Drown Person and Depth Charge.
I want a submarine mage.
Submage. No, I'll leave.
There's the
Oh,
door.
don't leave.
-1.
Okay.
Get
I'm
back here.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. This episode was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Dice.
That's right. Die Hard Dice is your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to diehardice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order.
What the fuck?
You can also
Why
pick up
is
some.
Oh, sorry. There's something in my dice tray.
It's me.
It was deals.
Yeah, actually.
Savings. Was it your Lies Aspect dice, the official collaboration between Die Hard Dice and the
It
Unexpectables?
was. It was. It was also my gay dice because it's still Pride Month.
Oh shit! For
And-
4 days, it is Pride Month.
Apparently Bonito Flakes because I made a stir fry the other
What the
night.
fuck?
Delicious.
So I was like, that's why I was like, why is there Bonito Flakes in my dice tray?
Those are the
tasty
meeples.
rolls.
That's the meeples for the map.
Yeah, happy
There you
anniversary
go.
to the Stonewall Uprising, by the way. It's the 28th, so.
That's
Wait.
correct.
Where was I?
We were talking about Dire Dice.
Right.
could save
Also,
how
check
much?
out our store. You can save 10% when you go to diehardice.com and use the code Unexpectables. Also, check out our store. We got merch, and we're gonna have some new merch coming out here real soon.
No
I think some Gateway fans are going to be very happy.
Ooh.
Yes. As well, we couldn't do this week after week without help from viewers like you with your businesses.
You have 10 minutes, Connor.
Alrighty. I will not be reading messages, but I will be reading names a bit amounts. Oh god, Stream Elements changed it. Dr. Date Meetings PhD, thank you for the 31 months. Old Guard Dude, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Erwin Elf, thank you for the 35 months. Blizzards of Lizards, thank you for the 31 months of Prime. Oz195, thank you for the 36 months. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Dragosoon, thank you for the 100 bits. Gladius Moonrise, thank you for the 13 months of Prime. Extra Vowel, thank you for the 32 months. Rains Weld, thank you for the 19 months. Death Hawk Down, thank you for the 16 months. Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 55 bits. Solar Misfit, thank you for the 17 months of Prime. Scat Flipsa, thank you for the 26 months of Prime. Emerald Bandit, thank you for the 200 bits. Contrasted Chaos, thank you for the 10 bits. Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. Algian Ep, thank you for the 31 months of Prime. Booty Call and the Sugar Lumps, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, there's a name we haven't seen in a long time.
Damn.
Fuck.
Are you okay?
I was drinking out of a can, and then the name hit me, and I inhaled before I drank anything, but there was liquid on like the rim, and anyway, keep going.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Booty Call and the Sugar Lumps.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Someone just buzzed there. I don't know who that was. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Lossamy the Robot. Thank you for the 35 months. Wedward, thank you for the 32 months. Corin Solist, thank you for the 31 months. ATLA Gamer, thank you for the 20 bits. Twitch Guy, thank you for the 45 bits. More Thrandor, thank you for the 26 months. Ox Factor, thank you for the 31 months of Prime. Just Another Clone, thank you for the 36 months of Prime. Mad Tom K, thank you for the 38 months. Mikan Pachi, thank you for the additional 95 bits. Kaze3173, thank you for the 38 months. Nettle Norseman, thank you for the 31 months of Prime. Brian Merrill, thank you for the 69 bits. Nice. Cheshire Joker, thank you for the 100 bits. Morg Daddy Joshua, thank you for the sub. Alpha Rabbit, thank you for the 10 months. Fury the Golden Dragon, thank you for the 100 bits. Zilban, thank you for the 100 bits. Lord Commissar Manslaughter, thank you for the bit. Alawa Bingo, thank you for the 32 months. Zenlina, thank you for the 100 bits. Irish Katana, thank you for getting a tier 1 sub to Boopy the Gamer. Dr. Caliban, thank you for the 36 months. Sakido, thank you for the 21 months. Protoss103, thank you for the 10 bits. Zan Rising, thank you for the 29 months. Draconis6996, thank you for the 4 months of Prime. And Fuego23, thank you for the 11 months. Ooh, a lot of returns this time around.
Yeah, welcome
A
back.
lot of return customers, yeah.
I
Also, Moonstalker, thank you for the 21 bits.
I was gonna say I went out to just quickly,
Air
clear
out.
out the sinuses a little bit, yeah. And it's beautiful outside, but it sounds like the world is ending, so I'm a little scared right now. It's like sunny and beautiful, but speaking of sunny and beautiful, is everybody ready to dive into a bright brand new age?
Am I?
Alrighty,
I was
well, with
born
that,
ready.
I'd say let's dive in to this episode of the Unexpectables.
Come to a world of wonder like no other under the shining sun, where our people gather, disparate but as one. Come see the heroes rising, galvanizing, fighting for the day. Not what you expected, but heroes all the same. Sound out the trumpets, rain down the lights, as magic and mystery and wonder take flight. A world full of danger, always nearby. Been off, but they have arrived. With song, axe, and arrow, and a bright brand new age, will rise up to battle and challenge the fates. Vanquishing evil, saving the day, an unexpectable journey awaits.
Alrighty. So, when last we left our heroes, Milo, the Azamar cleric, Escan, the lizard folk druid, Otho, the shifter rogue, Kai, the human wizard, Gaius Agni, the satyr fighter, and a newfound friend in Strigal, the Kenku wizard. The party met with the king and queen of Hearthland, and after some delegations and conversation, the party was given letters of referral in regard to the Trinity Treaty, as well as other trade agreements and other bureaucratic notions. Additionally, after their relative success in heisting the home of Orestes Lung, the head royal wizard, Master Candlestaff, rewarded the party with some coinage, as well as access to the Hearthland Royal Teleportation Circle for their heroic uses. Now, with their rewards and articles in order, the party has decided to seek out a potential Great Mage Vault near the village of Erinkarn. Now, as the party prepares to be teleported to Erinkarn, courtesy of the Royal Wizard, we return the Unexpectables.
Really quickly, how much coinage did we get again? I don't think I added it to my character sheet.
Just put you know how much I got.
Shush.
Does anybody remember?
I wonder if I can check and see.
Sorry, what was the question again?
How much monies did we get?
We each got 20 each because Strigal didn't get any. I think. Let me double check my gold.
They only gave us 100 gold.
No, I think they gave us like somewhere in the 200s. Hang on.
Well,
What
then we would
did,
get way more than 20.
I believe it was-
Sorry.
I think it was 50
Oh, go ahead.
each.
I think it was 50 each because I
Yeah.
had
50 each, okay.
I saw that I added 50 to my gold, so it was 50 each.
Yeah, you guys got 50 each and access to the teleportation circle for whatever
Gotcha.
use is like not frivolous in that sense. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I'll go away again.
Want to go to White Castle though? It's 2 a.m. Let me eat.
Well, you
No.
gotta wake up Harold and then we can go.
No, just fucking stay up. Who goes to sleep? Shit, it's 2023.
Wake up!
All right.
Wake up!
So above board, is there anything you guys would like to do before you are teleported to Erinkarn?
Does everybody have their snacks?
I have you.
I have
What?
my juice box.
Do you still
Aki-
have your macron that I gave you?
Well, that's the thing. Aki told me before we started to make sure that everybody eats their toast. So
Thank you, Aki.
Well,
everybody's
I-
eating.
we don't all get toast.
Strigal has never tried the toast. Can you let him try the toast?
I was actually gonna give a
Over
piece.
my cold dead fucking body.
I was about to say I was gonna give one to the melee person and the other person who ends up in melee. Bosco.
Okay, so give it to Strigal. Got it.
Okay, so let's see here. No, real talk. Dude, does everyone have rations? Everything? I've got
Yeah.
like 6. I'm not sure if that's gonna carry me.
I got 12. I'm good.
I'll double check mine. I think I have 10.
I have 16.
Yeah, I think we got enough to spread it around if we do run low, so we'll be okay.
Around.
I'm sitting at 8, apparently.
I wish we had good berry.
I have
We'll learn
6.
it, 5-head.
Oh,
I have 6
Gaijin,
rations.
Yeah.
Goodberry is good until your druid player has to take a couple weeks off to go on a trip, and then the party doesn't have Goodberry, and they're in the middle of the jungle and are slowly running out of food, and to the point where they beg you to hunt something, and then there's just
That
nothing
sounds like a you
nearby.
problem.
So funny. Anyway,
This
so-
seems- Money out.
Really specific, Monty.
Money, how much are rations? I can't remember.
let me grab my player's handbook and I'll double check. I'm pretty sure they're 5 silver each, though.
Rations are 5 silver.
5 silver each.
Also, are my hirelings coming with us?
Your
Must-
hirelings?
They
That's a
must
good
stay.
for
question.
us.
I did pay for them.
It
Oh,
came
yeah,
from
they
the
are
royal-
They are
here.
my hirelings.
They're gonna be taken in for questioning because they're witnesses first, so...
Makes sense.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right,
don't
I'll meet
know.
you guys back here.
Candle's staff is like, well, I need answers, so I'm gonna keep them until you guys come back from your little quest for now.
Oh, right. I'm gonna also, like, drop a couple of items so I don't, like, if in case we have to carry something, I have capacity to do so.
You got it. Yeah, you can keep it in Strigal's room.
Awesome.
I
I'm
see.
gonna put down the extra great axe I took, the halberd.
I'm gonna change my spells while Zito's doing it.
It was
You got
it
it.
was 5 silver, or no, it's 10 silver per gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me spend 3 gold, get 6 rations, correct? Okay.
I'm gonna keep the battle axe just in case. I can't believe I'm having this conversation with myself. This is fucking so stupid.
Don't you need your third axe, Zito?
The axes aren't going the fuck away. I had 4. I had
Gaius-
4. I don't need 4.
Gaius packs axes for an adventure like a person would pack underwear for a 2-day trip. Just like it's like, but what if there's an emergency?
Stop calling me the fuck out like this. Holy shit.
Now, guys, make sure to change out your great axe every morning.
Listen, I have the small axe, I have the medium axe, and I have the large axe, okay? That's my kit.
All right.
I think that was it. We got water. We got everything else. Do we need? I'm just thinking if we're doing a vault deep dive, if there's anything else we need. I think we got rope and oil and light and. Okay.
All right. Anybody else? Speak now. Forever hold your peace.
Oh, can we bring George Lucas?
No. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Sorry, George.
All right.
I'm sorry,
okay.
I'm playing the part of Gherkin this episode.
Yes, Gherkin and I forgot the other guy's name. It's in my book.
Oberth.
That was right. Oberth. Yeah, Oberth and Gherkin are been taken in by the guard, and they're going to be heavily questioned. But
I'm not the mercenary you're looking for.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
the Candlestaff promises that they will be relinquished to you, and given that they've been, cordial and also like, what's the word? Helpful in that sense. They're not resisting. They're willingly coming, and they're not making things difficult. They're being compliant, yeah. And
Nice.
you vouch for their character, given that they didn't try to kill you on your way back. It's sort of proven to their character. They seem like the more you interact with them, especially given first of all, they're very young. Like these guys are like maybe in their 20s.
They're older than us.
Yeah, they're in their 20s and are like clearly like trying to make ends meet kind of guys.
We're all
It's
big
really-
same.
The oldest of the group.
It's really funny because when you guys actually like go to get them collected, they're actually like playing cards against the guards and are winning pretty well. But they are taken in for questioning just because of their involvement with the Rusty's Lung. And as Candlestaff comes and collects you, he's like, all right, so we're going to Erencon, is that right?
Yes.
And Strigal, you will be still escorting our most illustrious of guests.
Of course.
I must warn you, I'm sure you've heard this warning before, but if your intentions are to look into vaults of the Great Mage War makes, keep your wits about you. They are very dangerous. All right, well, to the teleportation circle then. Come on.
All right, here we go, guys.
We go.
Shuffle on over.
Let's go.
As you guys shuffle, Candlestaff actually walks next to you. Sturgal and kind of nudges you in the shoulder a little bit.
Yes, what is it, Master?
When you need to come back, use this. And he hands you a teleportation scroll, specifically one that is a conduit. So, more or less, it's just a means by which to get back from where you first teleported to, more or less. It's like a cheaper teleportation scroll. If that makes sense.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great
One-way
value
ticket.
teleportation.
Family Dollar teleportation.
Diet teleportation.
RC teleportation.
Oh,
It's just
don't
called
do my boy
elevation.
RC Cola like that.
Simply put, it'll let you teleport back from Erencard, not from anywhere like a normal
Oh,
teleportation
okay.
circle spell. So it's like specifically an Erencard set one.
So if we get shunted to a parallel plane of existence, we're screwed.
Unless Aaron Karn comes with us.
Oh. I like the
All
cut
right.
of your jib.
As you guys make your way through the castle, you see again people kind of not mulling about. That seems kind of lazy, but people going about their business, servants cleaning and caring for the embellishments, the large banners, presenting these large griffins. You see soldiers kind of like doing their regular rotations. You also notice some nobles kind of walking through. And you see like a little boy with like just like blonde hair kind of running with a sword, and he kind of like runs past you, Strigal, and kind of looks at you and smiles very mischievously, and then kind of laughs and then runs off.
Strigal will give him a smile back.
But eventually you find yourself in the chamber, and as Candlestaff takes you up top, He gestures for you all to stand on the teleportation circle and goes, "Well, good luck with your adventures. I hope to hear back from you soon, and I hope you don't all die. That would be
Oh,
best outcome."
Candlestaff, I had a question for you.
Yes.
So since we kind of exchanged information before we left, and now we're going to do this, when we come back, would I be able to look at some stuff in the library? Do you need like a clearance for anything in there?
You are not one of my students, unfortunately. I'm not too keen on letting, and I mean this with no offense, someone who is not one of my own students to look through. But if there is something in particular you are looking for, I'd be willing to help.
Yeah, Strigal is totally looking for books on liches, specifically like maybe a deconstruction of the necromancy spell Raise Dead, and anything you have on the Anhedonians.
I'm
Right,
too
Strigal?
strong for you, traveler.
Yes, Master. Sometimes you agree to do things without realizing that you've agreed to help a friend. If you understand my meaning.
He kind of laughs and looks towards the two of you. Well, given the state of Eastonvale, I can understand why this piques your curiosity. I will look into it while you are away. Of course, I must also look into your two new companions as well and make sure they are well behaved. But I digress. I will see what I can do. But necromancy is not a spell or type of magic practiced here very often for good reason. But I might have something.
Yes! Strigal thanks you.
I'm sure he does. He looks and smiles at you, Candlestaff looks and smiles at you, Sturgal.
Sturgal will stress eat a quick cricket before kind of pinching the bridge of his beak.
All
How
right.
many of those do you have?
Plenty, do you want some?
I mean, I heard back home that if you spice them just right, they taste good. Sure.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
I have spice and I have chocolate. Which do you prefer?
Oh, I gotta go with the
Spice.
chocolate. Nope, give me that. And he just takes the chocolate out of your hands.
Strigal's gonna beam up with excitement because Milo's probably the first person to ever ask for one of the chocolate-covered crickets, so he'll be like, "Oh yes, of course, take some."
My goodness, I
Um,
heard the crunch. I'm so immersed.
I was
Oh,
about to say.
I have a little vial of crickets actually that I eat every now
What
and
the?
again.
Okay, now it's too immersive, Monty.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking
Go
about?
back.
It's
Go
just
back.
protein. It's just protein.
It's just protein. It just
It's
tastes
not
earthy.
just protein.
It's very
protein
earthy.
is
Sure.
It's also chocolate.
It's the superfood of the future.
All right.
Mark my words.
With that, Candlestaff lifts up his Candlestaff and then slams it to the ground, and all at once a pillar of light erupts around all of you, and you are all shunted.
Bring the music back.
And your token goes all the way down.
We.
All of you suddenly appear in the middle, like the middle courtyard of a reasonably sized village. People in the square immediately are like kind of gasp in surprise. Some people dropping, like baskets of laundry that they're washing in the giant fountain in the center of the village. They all kind of look shocked as you just suddenly all appear.
Sorry, don't worry. We'll just be on our way.
The guards kind of look towards you all suspiciously, but then they notice Strigal and they're like, "Oh, okay, it's a royal wizard."
It's wizard things.
It's wizard things.
Wizard.
But there's like a group of a group of children that are playing like marbles, and they all just like look up in awe, like, "Whoa!" Like these people just suddenly appeared.
All right, so where exactly is this place that we're headed to?
Yes,
I believe it
was
was-
unaware that there was a vault in the area.
According to my notes, I think it's to the northwest of here.
That's what I have.
Perhaps
Hey.
we could inquire around town and see if anybody's heard of this vault.
That might not be a great idea. Just, you never know when someone thinks you might be getting too nosy about something.
Especially if it is related to the, potential threats of the Mage War. It might be more superstition and rumor than anything else, but I agree. I do not believe it would be wise to advertise our comings and goings in this venture.
Oh, we're a little too late for that. We're already in the middle of town.
Do not worry about that. Official, arcanist business. Don't worry. He'll kind of guide the group a little further away from the center of town.
You got it.
As we're walking away, guys like wiggles his fingers like woo.
A kid is like, ah, and like turns and runs to his mom who's like doing laundry. Just like, ah, scary.
Oh, goat.
Oh. All right, before any shenanigans happen,
I'm still
guys-
recovering.
Gaius and Kai get 2 temp HP from Toast.
Ah, great.
we got it.
Actually, I'm gonna recommend above game. Strigal's actually been in melee combat more than I have lately.
I mean,
Actually,
you could do
yes.
you could do whatever you want with your Toast. I'm just giving
All
it to
right,
you first.
I'm gonna take the toast and I'm gonna hand it to Strigal and I will say, hey Strigal, considering what happened last time, you might want to try this.
What happened last time?
He and Gaius nearly died. So
I suffered.
yeah,
I
eat this.
suffered 3 concussions.
In a
See,
row.
this is why I can't leave you all alone.
Oh, do not worry. Strigal's gonna take out his casting staff, and Milo will see that it's actually a halberd with a kind of magical end instead of a spike. He kind of puts it onto the ground. I am not one who casts behind the group. I tend to prefer to face my problems head on.
I've never seen that before, but all right, I'll trust your judgment. Oh, by the way, you gotta get me the recipe for those crickets. That was amazing.
Oh, of course. His like stern demeanor of trying to act tough immediately dissolves.
Imagine it gets like twice as fluffy. He just like poops up.
A recipe for crickets.
These
Ingredients.
can.
Crickets.
Yes.
As you guys are kind of walking and discussing, you hear a familiar voice.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
You hear like a discussion, like kind of down a road, a laugh. That's kind of like, oh yeah. We'll get more, but we'll look into it for now. And then you hear like, oh, but you're welcome anytime. Something about that
Oh,
voice
shit.
is familiar to you.
You guys will see Isken kind of stop moving and kind of look off in that direction with his eyes lingering for a little bit.
You kind of stop and look down the road, and as you lean your head back and look, you see a older man, well built, who looks a little something like this.
Uh-oh.
Wait, who's
Hey.
that?
Hey!
As you see the
No.
outsider currently with just a stack of wolf heads.
I'd
Uh,
recognize those cheeks anywhere.
Man, I was really hoping we would have the backside picture by now, but I guess they're still working on
Oh,
it.
fuck off.
They had to blur the whole thing.
Bosco commissioned someone.
You know what, Bet?
It's just a
Hey,
picture.
Citric, I need your help.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that's the outsider.
Where?
He points in his direction.
Well, if we're looking for a guide, we can think of worse than the outsider.
Milo's already running to him.
All right, Milo, as you begin to run, you notice that next to him is a new person you've never seen before. And you see standing next to him this individual.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Double
World
gas.
premiere.
double art,
Oh.
double art.
What? That's a bucket.
All right.
That is.
Are those steak knives?
They are kitchen knives, yeah.
Oh, my
wait, but-
dream.
What?
That is a bucket.
Dear
Yes.
God.
There's more.
No.
No.
Wait.
As you begin to approach, you notice as the outsider kind of is like counting coins in his hand and offers some to this individual, and the individual kind of like leans away from it, and he kind of goes, "Oh, come on, you're gonna need this." And they don't, like, they even just kind of turn away, and he goes, "All right, I'll hold on to it for you," and he kind of pockets it.
Outside, is that you?
Hey, now that's a voice I haven't heard in some time.
Same to you. Where? I almost said where you been, but I know you've been everywhere.
I've been all around. Is it just Milo approaching, or do the rest of you approach?
No, I'll get
Oh,
it.
we're
the rest of
definitely-
us come up.
All right.
Yeah.
As you
We're
guys
all in the back, kind of just poking at Kai. You with the hand on it, like nervously on his neck. You know the outsider.
Yeah, yeah.
As you all approach, you notice this other figure that's kind of like slightly off to the side of the outsider. As you approach, pull out these knives and hold them very tightly. And as they do so, the outsider kind of reaches a hand back and goes, no, put those away. And you watch as they just kind of set them back slightly, but do not put them away. They seem very on edge.
Gaius mimics the fucking sentiment with the hand axe and the great axe.
They seem to be staring at you specifically, Gaius.
Oh, goody. Well, as soon as the weapons get back, Gaius returns to his lax pose.
Sorry, they're a little bit twitchy, but they're a good kid. So what brings you here? I thought you I heard about Easondale. Rumor spreads quick. The borders are open and there's no more undead, at least not as much. It wouldn't be your doing, would it? Because you're the only people I've talked to who had that as one of their goals, crazy as it was.
Well,
but we did it, so is it crazy?
Well, it's impressive. But I admire it. It's very impressive. Gosh, you all sound so much older now, in a strange kind of way.
It's been a long time,
Yeah,
even
it
though
has
it
been.
hasn't been.
Well, I'm glad to see you're all safe, all of you. And I hear shuffling bird feet, I think. You have another one?
Another one.
Another one.
Yes, sorry to bother you, Mr. Outsider. Master Outsider. I'm sorry.
That's what's a formal one. Outsider's fine. Don't mister. We don't need to be formal.
Dearest apologies. I did not mean to offend.
No offense taken. And don't worry about it. I'm easygoing. You don't have to worry. But, where are my manners? This is a new companion of mine. This is Empty. Empty? This is, some old friends of mine. You watch as this individual just kind of is still, like, holding the knives and is completely still. Like, it's just staring at you, Gaius, the entire time.
I have
There-
a question, Monty.
Yeah, go for it.
Does this person appear to be breathing?
Perception check, insight. I guess probably perception would be more accurate.
Come on! 9.
damn.
They seem to be.
You
So-
don't know because they're very still right now. They might
So
even be holding their breath.
So Empty is staring directly at me. Like I can absolutely see like the fucking like just the glare is on me, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, well fuck it. I ain't gonna fucking like pitter around this. Gaius steps in front of them and holds a hand out for a shake. I may
You
as well
watch-
ease the tension.
They kind of bring up the knives and back away. They go, "Stay away from me, demon!" And kind of like immediately go into like a short pose. And you watch as the outsider goes, "Oh no!" And kind of like does like an arm, like underarm grab and drags them back as they were like ready to swipe at you. He's like, "No, not demon, not a demon. Looks like a demon, not a demon. Come on now." And you watch as they kind of wrestle free of the outsider's grasp. And he's like, "You kind of give me a second, okay? Don't stab anyone. You got away with it once. You're not gonna get away with it another time, okay?"
What?
Okay, hold on.
They're not gonna.
Gaius
hurt you.
remains in the pose he had, just like eyebrow kind of like lurches up a tiny bit. That is actually the first time I've ever heard someone call me that. I don't know how to respond to that.
Sorry, Empty. Just don't put the knives away. You watch as this armored individual just laxes their arm, but stays kind of behind the outsider now. Sorry.
Can I do something weird? Sorry, go ahead. It's fine.
Otho notices the person's verbiage and posture and general way they present themselves, and he sort of thinks for a minute. You wouldn't happen to be from Centralia, would you?
What is that?
Okay then.
Suppose not.
Well, I don't know if you know what a satyr is, but that's what I am.
You're a demon. That is what you are. You are nothing else. You can't be anything else.
Okay, but he's clearly not a demon.
The outsider kind of goes, just leave it for now. It's okay. Well, we'll work on it. Don't worry.
Gaius just shrugs. This is water off a duck's ass for him. He doesn't know how to take it this way.
Money, quick question.
Yeah,
What are the state of those kitchen knives? That's something that's kind of inquisitive for Milo, given professions.
they're dented. Specifically, the tips seem to be worn, but not the edge, which is weird. So they're not used for cooking, but they are kitchen knives. They seem pretty well made. Not like the highest filigree of mother of pearl, but it's like not your commoner kitchen knife either.
Damascus steel kitchen knife.
Oh man.
Damn.
I like your knives. I've got something like that myself, but not for, well, what you've been doing. But it looks like a good make.
They don't say anything. They just seem to be like hiding behind the outsider
Oh.
right now, keeping a dark eye on all of you.
Well,
The outsider kind
I-
of turns and goes, sorry. They're pretty good with them for fighting. I mean, he kind of leans back and you see like the wolf heads, and some of them have just their eyes are just jammed out.
ugh.
Quite good at using them, so they're helpful in that regard. Just got to make sure they don't turn them on the common man.
Where did you meet?
Here in town, actually. They stabbed a man down the road, but they were going to arrest him. But I don't know. Empty, do you mind go collecting my stuff? And Empty kind of nods and then turns away. And
Monty,
just
do they
kinda-
appear to be the wolves that are kind of known to prowl these forests?
Oh yeah, there's
Okay,
no
okay.
other wolves. This is the bounty wolves, people, mercenaries, people who are just kind of, fight for a living and want to make a little bit of profit. Like people hunt them just for profit. But as this individual kind of skulks away, kind of collecting things, the outsider kind of approaches closer and kind of joins you in your group and kind of looks towards you and goes, "Yeah, they stabbed a man down the road, unprovoked, but I don't know. I get a." Maybe it's my old bones or something, but I get a weird feeling that they need help.
I was about to say, I don't know too many warriors going around with kitchen knives of all things.
Neither do I. So it's a little strange. There's another thing, and Gaius, again, I'm sorry. It seems that they think that they're dead. That's another interesting little piece.
Wait, they think that they're dead?
They think that they're in the afterlife, but I mean, between you and me, I'm pretty sure this isn't the afterlife unless I've died and no one told me.
Well, wait a second. They wouldn't be the first person that we found that was kind of already dead, but not dead.
Something
This
about
is
it
the
is...
afterlife.
He shrugs. I don't know. I think that they're confused. I don't think they're an evil person. I just think they're in trouble. And, again, I vouch for them. I've been trying to at least show them a means by which to put their talents to use. And again, we're working on the not stabbing, your everyday person. They're convinced that everyone is either a demon, a devil, or both. So it's been a little, kind of scratches the back of his head. A little strange and rough going, but
Where is Armor Boy right now?
they're currently like collecting the sacks that they probably carried the wolf heads in and is kind of like folding them up and like kind of putting them into like a bag that is the outsider's like little pouch.
While folks are talking to the outsider, Kai's going to start walking over there.
All right, you walk over and they kind of just pretend not to acknowledge you, but you get a sense like you can't see their face under this mask. It's just darkness. But every
No
time
talk
you
me.
approach, like you know that they're looking at you because you get this weird feeling that you're being watched as they look at you.
Are they just picking up these different sacks?
Yep.
Kai's going to go reach to help them pick up a sack. Did
Okay.
they react to that at all?
No.
Okay, Kai's going to grab a couple of the sacks to try to start helping them get moved. So it seems like we got off on the wrong foot. I just wanted to come over and introduce myself. My name's Kai. I don't think I caught your name in all the commotion, unless you didn't give it.
I am
Is
empty.
there something you're... Oh, well, nice to meet you, Empty. So our friend says that you think that you might be in the afterlife?
I am
that-
dead.
Did you fall in battle, or...
He watches they kind of stop lifting up the bag.
I died. And that's that. How it happened does not matter. I am dead.
So, do you feel like you shouldn't be here right now?
I will not
Kind of a
answer
thing?
your questions, demon.
Sorry. I
It's
just,
all universal then.
I have a friend that is kind of in a similar situation to you, and I've been trying to help them, and I was just hoping to like hear your story so that I could maybe figure out what's going on. I don't think you're the only person that's going through this, if that makes any sense.
They stand up and then kind of walk past you, brushing your shoulder and bringing the sack to the outsider. They don't seem very talkative. They seem very to their chest.
Kai's gonna still pick up the bags that he was collecting, and he's gonna start dragging them over, although much slower and looking like he has to use some effort.
Empty kind of hands some of the sacks to the outside. The outsider takes them, kind of folds them up, and puts them into one of his pouches. He goes, "All right. Anyway, enough about us. What about you? What are you all doing here?"
Adventuring
here-
work.
Yes, we're looking for something.
Oh, looking for something. Something like beast or something like person, item.
More like place/object. Do you know of any rumors of a vault being in the area?
Wizard vault, you mean?
Correct.
No, I mean, do you know where it might be? Just proximity? Because we've been around Aaron Karn, hunting and doing odd jobs here and there.
We've heard that it's somewhere to the northeast. Was it east?
Ow! Northwest.
Northwest, I believe.
Northwest of here.
He's gonna think for a bit. I did find something weird in the woods.
Oh, other than your friend?
Oh no, I found them in town. I found like it was I thought it was like a tree for a bit, like a young tree that had felled, but it was a long metal pipe, I think it was, to the northwest of here.
Interesting.
I don't know if that has anything to do with what you're looking for, but it definitely seemed out of place.
That seems like the best clue we have so far.
I agree.
It's worth looking into.
I don't want to impose, but I don't know if you'd want two more, an old man and I don't know, kind of looks towards Empty and shrugs. To help a little bit if there's money to be made from it.
Guys,
this
perks
is-
up. Oh, go ahead.
This is outing that is purported to be dangerous, so the more the merrier, in my opinion.
Hi.
Certainly.
As long as your friend doesn't think it's a bad idea, I don't see why we can't. I say that staring fucking direct daggers at him.
The outsider kind of turns and places a hand on the top of the head and kind of shakes them a little bit, and they seem to tolerate it like a cat tolerates being pet if they don't want to be pet. And then from inside of the mask, as the arms are crossed, you hear,
You go and I will follow.
and you hear the outsider say, "That makes two then." So,
Excellent.
if we leave right now, I have a good quick way to get where that was.
I don't necessarily think we have anything we need to do in town, although I would be remiss if we didn't at least get our lay of the land.
Aye.
Certainly. That reminds me, Escan, was it?
Yeah.
How's your map going?
Pretty quickly, actually. We've met a lot of new people who've been really helpful. Did you,
He realizes he was about to ask, "Did you want to see it?"
I was waiting. I'm just like, guys looks at him just with the biggest shit-eating grin, waiting for him to say the words. Say the line, Bart.
It's going good.
That's good to hear. I was curious about that. Last time we met, it seemed like you were very eager for it, and I don't know, it made me think, how different we see the world in a way. Like, I just thought it was kind of neat.
I'm glad you think so. Not a lot of people I've met along the way seem to think that, so.
Nah, they're just not with it. The importance of travel is a good map, whether it's in your mind or if it's on paper. Both are just as valid. All right,
I agree.
You guys have anything you want to pick up from town, or are we good to head out?
Above game. I got a potion. Does everyone have one?
I have one potion.
I have the ability to heal.
Do you have a
have-
potion?
I have the ability to heal and 2 potions. Oh, I'm sorry. I have 4. I have 4.
Oh, well, fucking la di da.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, all right.
Why do you get to have 4 potions?
Oh,
John never
good
has
for
4 potions at
you.
home. I have Candlestaff's potion of healing, yes.
All right.
Sick. All right, yeah. Then I don't think of any, I can't think of anything else we could possibly need, so I'm good.
We resupplied in the last town that we were in, so
Do we have rope? This is important.
I do.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have 50 feet.
I have
of rope.
Actually, I still have the grappling hook.
And
Good.
a handful of sawdust.
Ooh.
Pocket
Damn.
dust.
Pocket dust.
Alrighty. The outsider kind of pulls out and he says, I have a potion myself. We have plenty of rations, I think. And, yeah, we should be good to go.
Well, no time like the present.
Alrighty. You mind if I lead the way?
By all means.
More than fine.
Alright, Empty, take up the rear. You watch as they kind of stop for a moment and they kind of, you get the sense it's like, goodbye, child. No longer can you be by my side. Now you have an entire group of people between you. You can see immediately the nervousness enter into this person as they kind of look towards all of you and look back towards the outsider. And the outsider kind of raises his brows and Empty just kind of turns and goes to the end.
I would like to volunteer to be directly in front of Empty in the pecking order, just so I can keep a very watchful eye on them.
You got it.
I'd like to be right next to him.
Oh, I'm sure me being the furthest away from them is the best course of action for the entire rest of the game.
I guess I'll be in dead center then.
I mean, you guys can spread out. It's not like you're on a path. Like, you were off-roading immediately with the outsider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strigol's gonna walk up to Milo and kind of tasting this bread. This is fantastic. I've never had anything quite like it. Where did you learn? Are you formally trained?
Oh, you could say that it was a bit of a divine inspiration.
The sun winks.
Oh, that's good. I was not aware that you were so boisterous in life. It was a pleasure to see that despite, from everything I have heard in Eastern Vale, there still sparks of joy and hope.
There's a lot more than you might think.
Evidently. But, I do not believe we've been formally able to be introduced to one another. Obviously, you know my name is Strigol, but if you have any questions about Heartland or Hearthold, I would be more than happy to answer them if I can.
I appreciate that. If there is anything I can help you with, any cooking advice, I learned a lot about how to, take care of wounds and everything. He just kind of looks down at the ground. Everything else is just kind of, and you see him kind of remiss a little bit, and he kind of frowns for a moment.
Oh.
It's nothing. Yeah, I could teach you how to cook that. I mean, granted, you can't imbue it with the same kind of divine power that I've been able to, but you know.
Strigol kind of look towards Milo for a moment. Does it seem like it's pain that kind of caused him to stop, or just to stop?
You are free to insight him if you
Fair
want
enough.
to.
Oh yeah, if that's okay.
Just for a little narrative, yeah.
One second.
You just look up at the sun. He doesn't have an air fryer.
So
12 and a 10.
I'll say this. Whenever he started, because it was kind of obvious, when he started listing off the things that he's done in this adventure, he kind of stopped for a minute and then felt bad about something.
I see. Strigol will kind of take a breath and kind of, well, I don't mean to pry, of course, but You seem very amicable, and I am fascinated to hear everything that's happened with the Eastern Vale, but everyone that I've met down there thus far, a part of your group, seems to have very different perceptions on how things have gone and how things are going. And I would love to hear your side of things.
I'd be happy to if whenever there's the time. We don't have to worry about anything.
Fair enough. Just thank you again for the toast. I did very quickly munch the rest, and Milo will notice that Strigal is a bit pudgy. He seems to eat quite a bit.
I think you and I are gonna get along just fine.
I think so too. She needs to finish it.
Putting crickets in between both of them.
Do cricket sandwich.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
That would be
there you go.
so dry, and like you'd need a chaser.
I mean, he's got chocolate.
A
Fair enough.
chaser for a sandwich? Just put dressing on it, Monty.
Sorry.
or chaser.
Put
You know,
put
we-
vinegar
You know-
and
I was thinking, Strigal, it might be kind of interesting if we made a cake, you know? You took the cake and then used those the chocolate crickets and grasshoppers and other things like that. You might even be able to make a little piece of food art with it even.
Oh, I don't think I've ever made a cake before. But that sounds interesting. Fun, even.
If we ever get the time, we'll do that then.
I would be honored.
aw,
We got a cake date, let's go.
Yes.
fuck yeah.
All right.
All
Once
right.
again, traveling with the outsider is super easy as he knows all these like sort of paths and trails, kind of just inherently. Cough, cough, ranger, cough, cough.
He knows all the shortcuts.
What?
He-
He's a ranger?
He's a ranger, yeah. And as he kind of
Ranger.
takes you through, Escan, you are in front of Empty, and Kai, you're next to them. Empty is very vigilant. You get that sense, like their head is on a constant swivel. They sometimes just walk backwards for a little bit, and like they even just kind of like sometimes just kind of move side to side, just checking areas very cautiously. But always catching back up with the group whenever they do so.
Can we hear them breathing? Now that we're up close and walking and moving and
Pers-
exerting effort?
Perception check.
I'm definitely going to do that too.
Okay.
Proceed.
Please.
Perceive.
Great. 25.
Double one. That's an 11.
Under the helmet, it's just.
Escan, you do hear a hint of breath underneath.
A hint of breath.
Whatever's under there does breathe.
Okay.
With the dash of spite.
Just a dash.
Above game, just for context. Lynn, breathing, not breathing?
Weirdly enough, not breathing.
Okay, good.
She-
Just for, because I'm curious. Okay.
She also is like, you know,
Right, but I was more looking for clarification as to whether or not
Yeah.
parallel or
Lynn-
not. So good to
Lynn
know.
might breathe for fun. You're not sure, but you don't really
Okay.
see her breathe
She-
that
Just
often.
as a
Got it.
treat.
She
It's good to
cycles.
participate.
She cycles oxygen for the lulls.
She looks from left to right when she's completely alone. Oh, I forgot.
Nobody heard that, right?
All right, as you follow the outsider, again, very breakneck pace, you know, places to jump over small creeks and things like that. And as you make your way forwards, you see the outsider go, I think it was somewhere around here. And you see him kind of like, you know, touching the side of the ground and kind of moving around. And then he kind of walks forward and then like pushes aside some foliage and he goes, yeah, here it is. And he just kind of smacks, which is like, you hear a metal noise. And sure enough, it's this sort of long, very rusted, moss-covered metal tube. Just stuck in the ground horizontally.
Does it look familiar in make to the piping we saw in the vault up behind the waterfall?
Yes, but much more aged. Definitely
Of
been
course.
taken by the elements, yeah.
Oh. Well, this looks familiar.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm gonna peer. Is it like broken that I can peer inside of it?
Yeah, the end is open, so you peer inside of it, and you just see the tube goes down for a really long way, and it's just darkness.
I'm gonna toss a rock down it.
All right. You grab a rock. Again, it's horizontal, so you chuck a rock down there and it skids across the bottom, but eventually stops because gravity.
Wait,
Cool.
question. How big is the opening?
Very small. Like, probably about... I have a measuring tape. Hell yeah. Probably, like... I'd say, like, probably 10 inches around.
Off the ground?
I'm gonna kill you, Zan.
I
I'm
adore
gonna,
you. Thank you.
Wait.
Got
guys,
him.
Guys, I got an idea. Do you still have that? Do you still have that thing that you hold and you get shrunk?
Oh, you mean that?
Immediately, the moment you do that, Empty immediately pulls out both knives and just immediately is like in the defense.
Oh, cut it out! It's not worth it.
They seem very confused. The outsider goes, "Why is your voice so high pitched?"
Because I'm down here.
Oh yeah.
Guys,
Oh, so you are.
if I may, just maybe I could get a better look.
Also, excuse me, I had a little frog in my throat. Before we do that though, so I'm gonna give you the key, and then I'm gonna drape, my, what's it called? Can actually my grappling hook fit through the hole?
Yeah, the head of it can, but you can't really throw it in.
Oh no, I don't want to throw it in. I want that to be a support so Mini Milo has something to grab onto and I can pull them back out.
Oh, like, I'm gonna clarify it, because I think you might be a little confused. So I'm gonna draw this diagram really fast. So
Sure,
this,
please.
This is the ground, and this is you guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm so slender.
Cool.
Nice pose.
The pipe is coming out of the earth like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine, because if
Oh,
he
okay.
holds onto the grappling hook while he's going through the pipe, and if he pulls, I can pull him out.
Good point. All right.
Plus, I assume that I can platform off his fingers into the pipe.
Swan dive.
Also, it makes sense for you to do it, because you are basically the essence of fucking light.
There you go.
He glows in the dark.
Uh-huh.
All right. Milo, you go tiny mode.
I go tiny mode.
All right. As you go tiny mode, you are the perfect size for this pipe.
Let's go.
This pipe was made for you.
Love to hear it.
Okay, guys. Just if you feel 3 tugs, that means it's me, and pull it out. Okay?
Got it. I hand you the head of the grappling hook, and away you go, son.
Is there a way that I can tie it around myself, or is that too big?
I'd
Could he
say
not
you probably better
attach
to
it?
take off the grappling, like,
Oh,
hook
okay.
head, and then just tie rope around them. That works.
Okay, fair enough. That works. Yeah, I'll just do that then.
Hang on a minute. I gotta check the light spell radius. 40. Okay. Yeah, I'll go, because I think my dark vision's only 30 anyway. Nope, 60. Never mind. I will go actually in sans light.
Okay.
Just
now,
because I
heads
don't want
up, just to clarify, dark vision. Dark vision does not give you details; it only gives you
Right.
silhouettes of things. So just
Right,
keep that in mind.
right. So basically, the idea, Monty, is that I'm holding on to casting light because I want to be able to see something coming before I start investigating details. I don't want to spook anything that might attack.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go stealth.
I mean, as stealthy as my micro legs can.
Go for it.
10.
Okay.
I
This
get-
pipe feels endless.
Oh.
It actually goes in, and like, Gaius, you're holding onto the rope, right?
Of course.
As you're holding onto the rope, like, it's deep, and you actually get to the end of the rope.
Oh.
I hold on to the rope, so if Milo feels that like that's the end of it. So it's like
Yeah.
there's no going forward.
Yeah, Milo, as you walk, you suddenly feel a hook at your center, and you get the sense that you've walked quite a ways.
And it's just unending, just further.
Just keeps going, yeah.
Wow. I'll make my way back and convey that info as I pass. Yeah.
You might need more rope.
If only
Oh.
we had more rope.
How much rope do we all have? Because I got 50.
I
I
also
got
have
50 as well.
So we have 150.
Strigal also has 50.
We have
I
200.
should have 50.
No, now you
I
have
also have
25 because
50.
it diminished. So.
Well, I can
Alright.
always take a super mushroom and get my regular rope back and then pass it back to you.
All right, so
We
for
have
the sake of,
stuck in the pipe.
255 feet of rope.
for the
Where'd
for
the
the
extra
sake
5
of
feet come from?
for the sake
Yeah.
of brevity, we have
Yeah.
250 feet of rope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys tie an extra end just to see. Milo, you head back into the pipe,
Yeah.
and it's about 70 feet before you begin to see that the pipe actually has an end to it.
Wow.
So make sure this map is all ready to go. Give me
Oh,
a second.
boy. Map.
Oh,
What do your tiny eyes see?
I don't know how to. Hold on, I'm gonna make you tiny. 'cause I think-
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm crushing your head.
Oh god, I'm getting Harvey Birdman flashbacks.
That's a weird thing to remember.
Reducto. Good old Reducto.
All right, I'll take you
Casey, what's
to
new here? I have a shrink gun.
bottom left corner, by the way, for people who are looking at the map.
Oh boy. Oh.
And if you're not looking at the map, why not?
Do I barely fit into this, Monty?
You're like walking, like your head. If you were any like if Gaius, even if Gaius is small, Gaius is probably gonna have to crawl on his hands and knees to get through this.
But
You
could
are just barely brushing your head on the top of this.
But could everyone fit theoretically?
What do you mean?
Because okay, so above game idea, guys. If I tie the key off, do 3 pulls on the rope, you take the key back, someone else can come down here, and we could just one person at a time our way through, theoretically.
I mean, yeah, if we can all fit.
If we can fit in this space, then sure, I don't see why not.
that sounds like a good idea.
Is that plausible, Monty?
Yeah, that's definitely possible to do.
Okay,
Then
so
let's
just
fucking do it.
I was about to say, for brevity's sake, I would go back, tell everyone the idea, and then I assume we would execute it.
Yep.
Execute idea
Alright.
66.
You're gonna have to move your butt over here though, so you're not in the pipe when you become large, or else you're gonna have a bad time.
Thank you, Connor.
Oh god, where'd I go?
We will
Oh,
always
no.
be friends, Connor. Because
Oh,
there you
we'll
are.
so much
always
bigger.
remember that.
Alrighty. As you guys progress, who would like to go next?
Me.
Myler, are you setting up light, or are you just relying on dark vision?
I'll go ahead and I'll just chill out here and throw light as far down as I can.
As you ignite the area, first of all, you see a bunch of like moss just kind of growing on the ground here. A couple puddles.
Crud.
Roy, I'm
and there is
stuck in the
a-
pipe.
There is a door behind you
Mm-hmm.
that has that similar sand, like square, in the middle part of it. However, it's like lower on the ground, so it's like positioned lower,
Huh. Okay.
and it has carvings into it. But you're not worrying about that right now. You want to
No, I want to make sure everyone gets in.
All right, who would like to go next? As you pull the rope back, Gaius, you watch as the key lands on the ground at your feet.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Put me in, coach.
All right. You have to like Metal Gear Solid like crawl for this, and it's very, very claustrophobic. But eventually, after a short amount of time, and I'm assuming you have rope on you as well. Everyone's tying rope to everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just doing the process over and over again.
Right.
Well, someone's got to hold the rope so we can pass the key through the tunnel again.
We'll let Empty do it.
Yeah, that's trustworthy.
Yeah.
Colonel, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh wait, that's just Milo.
Don't
Hi,
worry about it,
Snake.
Snake. Go towards the Milo.
Okay.
He's there to help you.
I've got cake, Snake.
Commencing Operation Cake Eater.
Stragal would like to go.
All right. Who- Mr. Gall.
Oh, we're going off the rail.
All right, Mr. Gall. It is like a guinea pig in a tunnel. Like you are just all your fluff is occupying the entirety of the circumference of the pipe.
Just turn into ball, roll.
He comes out of the pipe like Hootie from Owl House.
Yeah, exactly.
If someone blows on the other end of the tube, does it make it go faster?
It's like a
shotgun.
Well, considering the other end where you're trying to get to is sealed by a door, probably not. I'm not
fair.
I'm not a physicist or whatever the fuck it is.
Physicist.
So I wouldn't know. Who would like to go next?
I'll do it.
I was
Right.
gonna say.
Otho, I'm very sorry your clothing gets a little dinged up as this is a very moist pipe.
Oh no. How will I ever recover?
How will you ever? Okay, that was dumb. I'm sorry.
All right, who would like to go next?
Looking at Kai and kind of looking towards the pipe and then looking back at Kai. Is Kai looking at empty?
Sure is.
Okay. He's gonna go next.
All right,
We should. Okay, so we told the outsider our plan, right?
he's figured it out by now. Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, wait a minute. We're putting the NPCs up in the tail end. Like, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster.
You just leave us there.
There's still a PC there. It's Adele.
Kai, as you're kind of standing back,
God.
you see that you see that the outsider is engaged in conversation with Empty, and Empty is just like,
You would have me go into a dark place with demons and dark magic.
and outsider's like, that builds character. Come on. He kind of pushes them towards
I am
the
a
fight.
literal half celestial. I am offended.
Only half offended, right?
Yes.
Is Empty going next?
You watch as they kind of hesitate, and the outsider goes, I mean, you can stay out here with all the other demons if you want. They sigh, and then you watch as they grab the thing and shrink down.
Wow, placate to their insanity. That's a good fucking option.
Before Empty gets here, what do we say we all put on demon costumes?
I was about to. I was gonna have guys say like demon noises, and then all the knives come out.
Yeah.
You
It's a
hear
great
what
just-
sounds you hear what sounds like an aluminum can scraping up against like a skate park. As eventually
Nature is healing.
Empty kind of ungracefully topples forward onto their back and then immediately just like throws the key away like it's disease and then kind of just like moves to the corner.
We're kind of using that, thanks.
They kind of shudder at the sensation.
Cool. Next. Let's get the outsider in here.
Kai, as you and the outsider stand out, the outsider kind of goes, again, like I said, if anything happens, I take full responsibility.
As comforting as that is, hopefully nothing happens, because while you might take responsibility for him chopping one of us in half, I'd rather not go down that road.
Same thing here. Oh, he kind of begins to pull, and then the key lands on the ground. You want to go first? Or you want me to go?
You should probably go take care of your boy.
If they are a boy. And you watch as he takes the key, and then
It was a colloq. All right.
and then you once again hear the sound of like old man grunting, like a dad who's working on the plumbing, just like ugh, ugh. And then
Yeah, but it's tiny though, so.
and
Hand
then
me that spanner.
and then as you pull the last rope, Kai, you find yourself with the key.
Time to go.
Pull the rope, Kronk.
Well, if you tie the rope to yourself, it'll turn small. So unfortunately, you don't have anybody to tie a rope to you after you turn small.
That's
What
fine.
if
He'll just
when
go
the
through
last
himself.
guy-
Just pull your tiny rope.
Hold on. What if when the last guy goes, we instead of pulling? No, that won't work. The key still has to go back. Never mind.
That means you're gonna have to go without a rope, essentially.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Run.
Brother! Follow the sound of my voice.
Okay, I believe you.
Guys, I don't know if you saw it or not, but there's a similar sand pattern. It's a bit lower, but it's like that other vault. What do
The one
you
in
carve
Monterallo?
exactly? You carve the answer to the riddle or something like that, and maybe it'll
Oh
open?
boy.
Does that
All
mean
right.
we're gonna have to worry about another one of those alarm rooms again?
Well, Monty did pay $2 for it, so.
$2, please. I paid way more than that.
It was like $2.50 easily.
Chances are we're going to have to listen to it again. The whole thing.
What is everybody's languages?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. You got a minute?
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Halfling.
Common, Elven, Giant, and Dwarf.
Okay.
Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Dwarvish.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Nope.
No one else speaks languages.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna do one of these. There we go.
Yeah. Outsider has, he can't read. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. He's got Braille.
I mean,
But
He's got
what does he
Braille.
speak? What does he speak? Because we can read it to him.
You don't know what he speaks, but he speaks
Well,
common.
shit.
And Empty
Does he,
is
though?
not engaging at all. Empty is very much just like pressed to the corner of the room.
Hey, buddy, this
that
is the
speak-
fun V. The humdrum V is on the other side of the pipe.
Are you ready?
I speak
No.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Goblin, Primordial, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon.
Jesus.
None of you recognize this
Oh,
language.
come on.
Great.
Okay, here's a question though. Based on languages we do know, can we decipher an origin? Like, for example,
Yes.
if it was Sylvan, could we determine it was Elven? That kind of a
She
thing.
said yes, bro.
Anyone who speaks Dwarvish, it's a derivative of the Dwarvish dialect.
Let's go.
I would say, who knows Dwarvish here?
Me.
Escan does.
Escan, Gaius, and anyone else know Dwarvish?
Me. Guys, am I
Otho?
muted?
No, you're
No,
good.
you're fine.
No, you're good.
Otho, Escan, and Gaius roll history checks for me.
Can I guidance?
The
Can
DC on this is very low.
May
Okay.
I'd like to
I get to roll.
11.
13.
You want a guidance, Otho?
Roll.
Sure. He's the only one who hasn't rolled yet.
Ooh.
Oh, please.
Well,
You have
Oh,
guidance.
the
You roll a d4.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the spin. That's a 14.
Okay, all of you succeed. This is Gnomish.
Son of a bitch.
Huh.
wait a minute. Is that Gnomish?
I believe it is.
Why?
Wait. Okay, hold on.
I can only imagine this is lovely. So,
I'm sorry, that caught me off
So
guard
you're-
really good.
so you're a gnome, huh? Why?
Why?
You just ask someone why they're a gnome.
I was gonna
Crystal,
ask.
You can't just ask why they're a gnome.
I'm sorry. Okay, Monty, really quick. I'm not sure if this is meta or not, but above game. In this universe, are gnomes considered fey folk, or are they just considered humanoid?
They're humanoids, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now that we know it's gnomish, is there a way we can cross-reference and try to figure this out?
I would say between the three of you, I'm going to say a group intelligence check to try and decipher this.
Oh, boy.
May I guidance?
Please guide
No,
me,
because
I
this
need
is
that.
this is going to be over
Aw.
time. It's going to be very long.
It's
so,
a big brainer.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a big
for fuck's
brainer.
sake. Okay, so intelligence.
Yep.
Not
Hey,
okay.
that's an 18.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wait,
real
is this-
smart.
Is this a save or base? Sorry.
This is base. This is base.
Okay.
Low
Yeah.
DC because it's just a simple skill
Oh!
That's a natural 20
Wow.
for a total of
Thank you.
22.
Fucking thank you.
check. All right, easy enough. Gaius, you have the paper and some of the runes. Otho, you have experience being trapped in linguistic school, and Escan, you have met many a traveler. You are all perfectly able to describe this because I was going to keep out words. You'd have to try and fill in the blanks. But after about probably 20 minutes, this room gets a little stuffy, but you eventually are able to translate what the gnomish message says. And it says, "What is a black pudding's favorite meal?"
A black pudding.
Do we any of us know what that is?
Like the food?
Monty, do we have permission to use above game intelligence?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sick.
What is a black pudding's favorite food?
Can I flavor it that Gaius knows what that is because of the fucking books he's read?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, black pudding is animal blood. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Black pudding. Wait, they don't mean the food. They mean the monster.
What do they like?
Well, I'm trying to think if it's anything like another ooze, it partakes something in particular, but for the life of me, I don't remember. I mean, if it's a pudding, it's probably gonna want the taste of some kind of meat or something blood related.
I wish I could help. I genuinely have no idea.
I know what the answer is, but it would make no sense for him to know.
A black pudding. Those are those creatures that dissolve things, correct?
Then would it not be a sort of metal or something of the sort?
Possibly.
Is there something that they can do that they react to positively?
Eating metal? I'm going to attempt that. I guess everyone would want to stand back in case the door explodes or something.
It's a little tight in here, but yeah.
Strigal's gonna cast a mage armor just in case.
Did he see it explode?
You watch his answer. I'll be fine. Probably.
All right.
Oh, don't forget to write it in Gnomish.
It's actually easy. It's runes, so you're able to figure that out.
Oh, okay, sick, excellent.
Yeah.
So I will write metal in runes.
Okay. The door opens.
Ooh. Well done.
Well, all right.
Good work, guys.
We should
And sure
hurry
enough,
in. These reset quickly.
You see a familiar sight.
Oh no.
Oh, for the love of...
Oh, it's the decontamination chamber.
I'm gonna pull
what?
out some little like pieces of fluff from my pockets and start
first
shoving
of all-
them into my ear holes.
First of all, the moment the door opens, something else happens.
Oh no.
The toppled bones of 3 dead gnomes fall to the ground in front of your feet, Gaius.
Oh God.
And in the
Oh, dear.
decontamination chamber, the button glows with an ominous red color.
Oh, timeout. Can I medicine check those bodies?
Sure. This is a moral question. I'm like, when does a medicine check turn into an archaeology check?
Well, I mean,
God.
I'm looking for certain
Right about
trauma.
now, actually.
I was about to say, then why don't you let me do investigation while he does medicine?
Nat 20.
Let's
Oh!
go. High five,
First
guy
of all, these bones are so old when they hit the floor, most of them just shatter, like just turn to dust. Whatever you cannot, the medicine check tells you it is impossible to figure out how these gnomes died because their bones are just so fucking decomposed at this point.
What about any of the stuff that's on them?
Notably on them, like if they were wearing clothes, it's also completely gone. Like you see like the smallest threads of like what was probably once cloth that's just gone to age. However, you do see glimmering in the pile of bones a small earring.
All right. Let's lift that up and let's take a look.
Found our treasure. Let's go home.
Let me find it here. Sorry.
Let's lift it up.
It is completely untouched by time and age, and it's a glimmering sort of like teardrop-shaped blue earring with silver kind of inlay on it.
Blue gemstone, you said, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
If y'all don't mind, I could ask for help.
How so?
Pulls out the lion knuckle dice.
Oh. Well, have at it.
Can you give me 10 minutes though? It takes a minute. Well, 10 minutes, but you get what I'm saying.
Do you need any assistance in preparing for the ritual?
No, I just need a stick of incense or two, which I got. And I just gotta literally roll them bones.
Do we want to walk into the contamination room without touching things?
To give you guys an idea of what it looks like, here's a picture for you. Sorry, I don't have it in Roll20, but there you go.
Oh,
That's what it
the
looks
item.
like.
I thought you meant the room.
Oh, no. The item.
Ooh,
Oh, neato.
that's really cool. I like.
I just remember last time when we went in, did the door slam shut?
It did.
Or did we have to
When
push
you
the
press
button?
the button, it
When
slams
we press
shut.
the button, yeah.
Yeah, so just don't touch the button. Walk in, but don't touch anything.
All right, you know what? Nope, screw it. I've got a better idea. I'll burn a spell slot, but it's fine. I'm gonna just try and shuffle my way through. I'm going to pray out. Odin, show the path to us, and then I'm going to cast Find Traps.
Okay.
Oh, that do make sense.
All right. Can you click that spell for me?
I did. Do I need to do it again?
Okay.
I see it.
Oh shit!
It's it's a
There's
long
quite the range on that.
120 feet.
Okay. Does this go through?
I
walls?
believe it's line of sight.
It's line of sight. You detect no traps.
Okay. I'm not sensing any danger. That button's looking ominous, but I'm not sensing any traps.
Does anyone remember what color the other button was?
No.
And I'm willing to venture forward, unless Gaius, you wish to go before me.
I'm gonna do it. I'll be a stupid idiot.
Well, the point of these chambers was decontamination, correct? They shouldn't harm us.
Well, the last one didn't, but
I just don't like that glow and the three bodies that, fell out of the door.
And unfortunately, with no way of figuring out what killed them, we have no idea if it was this room or not.
Iskan's gonna step in and kind of using his foot brush like the remainder of the bones and dust and stuff outside of the door so it doesn't close in with us.
You got it.
Oh, they may have been contaminated and had to die. I see.
All right. Sorry. Oh my god, me choking on my tea earlier really did me in. Curse you, person with silly name. Sorry.
Booty call in the sugar lumps.
Alrighty.
Get a new name.
No, that name
Don't.
Don't do that. You're amazing, just the way you are.
Beautiful.
Because Bruno Mars us?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does the door say anything? Like, are there any runes on this door?
No, it is completely blank.
Okay, well, we have no... Unless there's
So-
anything else anyone wants to do, we have nothing else to go on.
So before we hit this device and activate it, you should all know, the three of you who have not done this before, at least I don't think, this is going to be quite the cacophony that happens when we press this button. I assure you, it's going to sound scary, but just wait it out and everything will be all right.
Good to know, the outsider says and kind of nods.
Iskan's again shoving fuzz into his ear holes.
Strigal will prestidigitate some light earmuffs.
How fucking stupid would it be if I activated the sending stone and had Rebu hearing the scream? The fucking blaring
God.
siren
This
for
is the
30
Listen
seconds.
to this.
You know
Alright.
the
Technically not
sound we've been
worried.
looking for? Well, check this out.
Alright, you press the button?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
The door closes behind you, and you
And here
all
we go.
brace yourself for the countdown. But instead, what comes out of this panel is a pathetic wail, like a broken elevator chime. Like
Oh, thank God. It comes in a variety of flavors.
the light turns off. Milo, do you have your light still on?
If it wasn't on, or if it wasn't on before, it is now.
All right, you turn on the light, and as you turn on the light, as the light initially disappears, you notice in the holes in the wall that you remember hit you with a decontamination spray, Instead, now oozing out is this gray ichor that now spills down the walls to the point where Empty like backs up terrified, and you begin to watch as it just begins to spill out, and then as it hits the ground, congeals.
Oh
and
no!
pours in, and as oozes take form inside of the decontamination chamber, that is where we are going to take our break.
Oh boy!
Good.
This is
It-
different.
Oh, lovely.
It wasn't a trap. It was just a trap.
Right.
It was an ambush.
It was a trap not made by its original creator.
No.
Oh, I monkey's pawed that really hard.
Unfortunately, yes, I'm very sorry. But this is where we're going to take our break.
Oh boy! All right, I'm gonna go stretch my water.
I got to use the
Or my
bathroom
tea.
so
I'm gonna
badly.
drink my legs.
You should get some water.
I'm
guys.
stretching my tea, Mark.
Well, you can stretch your tea, but get some water.
Oh
Hey,
my
Bosco.
god.
Bosco, do you know what
just
time it
fucking
is?
Sent me something.
It's about. Oh no!
Oh no! Our guy.
Shut
Yes,
up! Shut up! I was being
Logan.
so genuine in that moment, and I said it, and I was like, "That sounds exactly." I hope no one caught that. I'm so upset.
Hold on.
That is the most genuine "oh no" that has ever escaped my mouth, and I'm never going to be able to convince anyone it was for
Hang on.
real.
Hang on, Zen just sent me something. I need to show you all post haste.
Well, while they do that, it's time for the Bosco halftime show. What up, y'all?
Oh my god!
What?
It's the fucking
Oh
gif
my
where
god!
Neil shrinks into the little tube and
It just spits him out. Wow.
I just picture the Call of Duty grenade launcher sound.
Morth Rander, thank you for the 100 bits. Monty Special never fails. Brawl Kaiser, thank you for the 100 bits. Bosco, how was the Chicago roam? Hope you had a good time there. Actually, yeah, Zan and I had a great time. We went with our buddy Jeremy. Shout out to you if you're listening. But yeah, it was a blast. We had a lot of pizza almost every day.
Yep.
It was very good. Zan can vouch for it. They got Chicago dogs. We went to Harry Carey's restaurant, which was also really good. It was a lot of fun. I took them around the city as best as I could. And hopefully they want to come back because I love showing people around my city.
yeah, it was a good time.
But would you want to go back? That was the
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I miss it already, man. Dude. Anyway, before I get emotional, Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 95 bits. Bosco, hang on, why is this being weird? There we go. Bosco, I share with you a D&D life hack. Do you like the original DuckTales cartoons? Do you hate traps? I have something fun for you. Ball bearings. 1 gold piece for 1,000 of them. I do like DuckTales.
Oh, don't worry.
I do
we
see what
know
you're...
about the ball bearings.
I do pick up what you're putting down, and I salute you.
For those
Yeah.
about
Did
to
you
throw
pay tribute
ball
to the
bearings,
Chicago
we
Bean?
salute you.
We did not get to go to the Bean because it was raining for 2 of the days that we were there, so we had to check out some other stuff. But we did find a really cool game shop that Monty was very jealous of when she made fun of me for being banished.
I want to be banished.
We spent like 3 hours just playing a single game in the back. It was great.
Yeah, Monty, we didn't even take pictures of the second floor that it.
Oh my God! It's a whole
Shut up.
underground floor of just
Shut up.
Warhammer.
Well, it was all war game
Ancient
tables.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm gonna chips, so I'm here. Just
Yeah, do
I'm
you?
gonna sandwich, so I'm also gonna mute.
So, Gaijin's going to become Eric Estrada. And
What?
I don't know of any show called Sandwich, so I got nothing for Monty. Go ahead, Pasco.
No, I was gonna say GTG Maximo, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs, and Twitch guy, thank you for the 100 bits, everyone. Oh, at least it's something different. Black pudding arrive. Oh no, this is much worse.
Undo.
It is indeed much worse.
Well, at least it can't get worse than this, though, right?
Totally not. What are you, me? Shut up.
Maybe they're here to negotiate. Maybe they just want to talk.
Maybe they're here to-
who's come to free us.
Oh, snap.
It worked in Mad Mage.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah, actually.
I mean, yeah, but nobody's pregnant this time.
You don't know.
You know what? Fair point.
No one's asked Eastgun if he's pregnant.
Which one? Eastgun, are you Pregante?
I'm Pregannon.
No, he's Greg.
Damn.
I
Oh,
pregnant?
got you. Zanwin, thank you for the tier 1 sub, and Callum Draws, thank you for the 5 bits. Time for some black pudding slime ASMR. Absolutely not. Constable Mutton, thank you for the 10 bits. Empty is going to end up trying to stab Gaius if he goes giant, isn't he? And he's probably going to break out one of his knives on Gaius's rock, isn't he? I don't know if Gaius has enough room to grow right now. He could kill us all.
I actually, I have one space to do it where I'm standing right now.
Shin, thank you for the 100 bits. It could always get worse. It could be deadly gas. It's true. Beacon Pachi, thank you for the
Well, if we
95
linger
bits. So
long enough.
I should tell my Black Pudding VTuber friend he guest starred on the Unexpectables tonight. Sure, or people that he knows did. I don't know. Killer Chance, thank you for the 10 bits.
Hey, they're
Episode
not all the
title:
same.
Snack Pack.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Snack Pack is great.
Or even the snack that smiles back.
Goldfish? Not sponsored.
No, Zan,
That was
you have to
fantastic.
say it like they did. You have to say goldfish.
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 Yeah, like a wannabe Goofy.
I will not be your snacking shill.
Or like
Goldfish
the fucking
sponsor us, please.
This
the
message
cookie
brought to
thing
you
on.
by
What do you think of my snacks, Goof?
the Goldfish Halftime Show,
Gosh.
brought to you by Pringles.
Pretty tasty, huh?
Presented by Verizon Wireless.
If you need to ponder your orbs, no better than drinking a nice hefty bottle of ball soda along with your pondering orb purchases.
Hi, I'm Kai, and I approve this message.
You say that, Zito, but that would actually get me. If there was like, hey, we have a special promotional magical orb drink out. I'm like, yeah,
Yo,
give me 10.
yo, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Chris
I'll
Eater
take
from the
10 of them.
Yeah, from Chris Eater from the Unexpectables here. I actually like Ball Soda. Ball Soda, if you want to sponsor us, hit me the fuck up. I actually I will shill the shit out of your product so goddamn hard you have no idea.
Yeah.
Caffeinated soda. You need to wake the fuck up and want a great taste to go along with it? Ponder your orbs by drinking your balls.
Yep.
Pay me!
If you don't, if those in chat don't know what ball soda is, don't worry. We put balls in our mouth for you.
Okay, here I go.
Nice.
Wow, that's a crisp taste of balls right there, my guy.
I'm just really jealous because I don't have any balls.
Man,
so
that's
sorry.
a shame. If only we had a sponsor with Ball Soda, you could get some balls too.
That would be great.
Zen with 100 bits. I'm Kai, and this is my favorite store in Alton. You did it. What a great impression, too. Really well done, Zen.
Zito, you're already shilling them for free. Why do they need to pay you? I'll do it fucking harder.
Shill too. Shill harder.
Listen, that was a taste. That was a taste of the balls in your mouth, my guy. Now, if you want the supreme, ultimate taste of balls in your mouth, then you hit me up on an email.
When did you become Mr. Bucket?
The balls pop out of his mouth. Like,
Yeah.
Running around, Mr. Bucket.
Did I just miss Mr. Bucket?
They're
You did.
hungry hippos.
Wait,
They're
you shot
hungry,
into it.
hungry hippos.
You didn't miss him. He's still here.
Yeah.
Mr. Bucket.
Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10
He
bits.
lives in you.
No.
Because someone's built off of it. Episode title: Snack Pack to Reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. That's really good.
That is
Snack
very
Pack to
good.
Reality. Oh, that's so good.
But Rabbit's not here. No, no one else
Or
remembers
is
the rest
he?
of the song. Okay.
No,
cool,
I remember
great.
the rest
He
of the
lives
song.
in
I'm just
me.
disappointed.
I was trying to mentally hug you, Mark.
Thank
It didn't
you.
work.
I didn't feel
No.
it, but I appreciate
Don't
it all the
approve.
same.
Don't approve of that.
Why not?
Because if I had made that joke, he would have told me to get out.
No, I wouldn't. I would have applauded you.
No, I mean Zan would have said that. He wouldn't have
Well,
hugged
yeah,
me.
because you suck.
True.
Oh.
Ooh. Someone in chat saying like, "Oh, it's all right. I can't find the soda." Don't you worry. Apparently, someone fucking purchased a variety pack for me on Throne, so I'll be talking about it.
Jesus.
Don't worry. Hang on. I'll find it for you. I just need to Google balls real quick.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just have
Oh.
a page in my notes that just says Milo on it.
Is it
Milo
big bold
knows
letters
this.
takes the whole page?
Milo knows.
No,
Milo
it's,
knows.
it's
Milo
it's
knows what this is.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Oh, where's my phone?
What did you do?
Incredible.
I don't know. It's just like there's stuff like this all the time in my notes. It's just like a phrase or just something, but like
Monty, same. I get that. The session before last, on my Mad Mage notes, I just wrote pregnant, And I was like, what? Oh, right. We're dealing with that.
Here, I'll send that.
Zan, you used to be so good.
Shut up, Bosco.
I do have one note from a while back that says, "King found us, Wark took off," and that's all it says.
Bonnie.
Nice.
There's what?
I don't know.
That's beautiful. It's not even like at the top of the
God,
page.
this
It's
is
just
like-
floating in the middle.
This is like this is some House of Leaves shit,
I was
Bonnie.
just gonna say that.
Is the rest of it invisible ink?
Bro, is that a Death Note?
Dude, when I die and I'm like 30 billion years old and someone goes through my notes, you'll be like, this woman was insane.
Are these
I
names
was
for
just-
cats? What the fuck?
I googled balls,
Oh God.
And?
Connor.
and I got jump scared and reminded that truck nuts exist.
Yeah, they do.
Happy Pride, everybody.
You
That's
can
not no.
B
No, that's just the
A
gayest thing I've ever
W
seen.
L S.
All right, are you guys ready to get back into it?
I don't know. Are we?
Yep, here we go.
All right, I would like everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh, we didn't get to negotiate.
Can I get an
Now,
Obama?
gentlemen,
I got you, fam.
All
That's
right.
the best I got.
You know what? Above
Thank you.
average, I'll take it. The streak is alive.
I'm on vacation. What do you want?
I'm so sorry, Gaiju. When I read your spell, I was like, oh, that sucks. It's not intended as.
Oh, this thing,
That's
Connor!
hilarious.
my funny dice lights up red.
You've
whenever
been
I roll a
betrayed
one.
by real dice.
No, it's fun though because it lights up red whenever I roll.
Yeah, it doesn't
one.
hurt as much, does it? When it's
Yeah,
all
it-
fine?
it's like fun.
It's a fun one.
All right. Let's see
Oh,
here.
it's
I
a
also have to roll for empty.
Fucking,
and-
why are we all single digits?
Happy
Skrgall's
birthday
not.
to Grimace.
I can't wait for the.
That's
oozes
only
to
because
just
he got an
fucking
Obama.
Kill us
Yeah.
all in one round.
Should ask for help. Bozo.
Ooh,
It's okay. I'll high five myself.
Rip
I'll high five
Bozo.
myself for that joke.
that makes sense. He can't read.
I got you,
Okay.
Zito.
All righty.
Thank
Well,
you.
Empty's up first.
Milo,
He
did you
immediately
roll?
stabs Gaius.
Gaijin.
Oh yeah,
Strigall.
Gaijin needs to
Just
roll.
mute.
Oh yeah,
Gaijin.
Gaijin.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Initiative.
initiative.
Oh God. Yeah.
I got you,
Watch him
fam.
roll a natural.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
18.
shit.
Let's go!
Let's
I gave him
go.
an Obama!
It works.
You gave me an Obama?
I gave you an Obama. It works.
Hello.
In the streak live.
You're welcome.
Don't
You're
objectify
welcome.
me.
The only people who got
Strigall.
Obamas got double digits. I'll just point
Hi.
that
It's
out.
true.
That's very true.
This can.
Can't deny.
Quick, Milo, explode!
That might
Got
be
it.
the
Here I
plan.
go.
Gaius.
Thanks, Obama!
The outsider. And then Otho. The outsider rolled really bad, unfortunately.
That's all right. He's a tank. He'll take
He
it.
was the outsider, but he's about to become the insider.
Hey.
Alrighty. Up
Give
first.
him the outsider's edge.
That hypervigilance paying off. Empty immediately springs out their knives and immediately goes in for a cut, assuming that the light is up, right? Milo? Yeah, you did. You turned it on.
yeah,
That's how you notice these things. All right. So Empty is going to take a strike against this ooze creature.
Will he find out its secret?
And that will hit.
Ooh, I
And
guess
they
he
will do.
They, excuse me.
They will do
I'm red now.
6 points. of
That's my
piercing
secret move.
damage.
6
I'm
points
always
now.
red.
And then sneak attack because the outsider is within 5 feet of their enemy.
Oh shit!
We've got a rogue.
It's a rog.
Rogue way.
Another
Oh my god, we got double rogs and double whiz.
Make way for the Rouge.
And then.
What does it mean?
The bat?
That's
All right.
Furbrain.
You watch
I
as
hate
Empty
you.
goes in, and Gaius, you even see this. As Empty goes in and strikes at this thing, you watch as they lift up their knife, and you notice that their knife is now pocking and melting. And they're like, what? Kind of looking at it in confusion. That ends Empty's
oh.
turn. Milo, it is now your turn.
Okay, so logistics question. Do any of these oozes have complete cover?
I would say from your position, this one is being covered by the outsider.
Curses.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, you can move through allies. Don't forget that.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out positioning.
Hop up on the
Probably-
button.
Probably the best spot for you would be right here, because then you would hit this one, this one, that one, and then also
Especially
this
Strigal.
Yes. Yes.
Diso 1, Data 1, Data 1, Diso 1.
All right, Monty. I love that you know exactly
I know.
what I'm going to
I'm
do.
like- Anytime, I just want to say, anytime someone's like, Monty's against the party, I do
No.
shit like this all the time.
No,
because I'm
no,
like,
no.
I know what you want to do.
You, Monty, you let us know their names, and we'll go bully them.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
Final
moving
one
provoke,
of
though?
says
Me
I
when I
on
get
this
you.
comment section.
I raise my gauntleted fist into the air and scream out, "Odin's light's with us!" and raise the dawn.
All right.
Now,
I hate to be that guy unless these things can't react. Would that not provoke when he moved?
You will get an attack of opportunity on you. Are you okay with that?
Oh shit.
I guess
one.
we forgot to turn in the homework, so I had to say
no,
something.
it's fine.
Just one.
The
Yeah,
only one you're not going to hit is
dude,
this
it's worth
one,
it.
unfortunately.
It's
That's
worth it.
fine. That's fine. 'Tis worth.
Okay.
All right, hit me with your best shot.
I was gonna say they have to hit you.
They rolled really well. 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Ooh, I'm
Damn.
so sorry. You take
Ow, my ankle.
6 points of bludgeoning damage,
Owie.
Oh,
plus
Plus?
4 points of acid damage.
There oozes, Chief.
And you're wearing metal armor, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You begin to hear a hissing and pocking noise as your armor now has a -1 penalty to it.
Cool.
All right, but you do go supernova. Go ahead and roll your damage. I have to roll a bunch of dexterity saving throws, or is it con?
It is con.
Okay.
Strigal, you get to see what we were talking about.
Yeah. Let's collect.
yeah, holy grenade!
Yeah! Ah!
They take half on the success, right?
Yes.
One got a crit.
Crept up like a...
That one.
There we go.
Oh my
19.
god.
Oh!
That's good.
That's good damage.
That is 15. Is 15? What's the DC of this? Sorry.
Oh, good question. It is DC 15.
DC 15. Okay. They're pretty chunky, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, they're oozes. It's the one thing they're good at.
Failure.
This ooze is a failure.
That is a failure.
Sound like Winston.
All right, the good news is the one that was in front of Empty just explodes and drips into nothing.
Yay.
Milo,
So it's 19, half of which
peanut butter?
10.
Did someone say penis?
Stop.
I want to know my live kill ratio words gamer.
Words, game.
Words.
My KDR, excuse me.
Unfortunately, as the blast radiates out, a lot of them are sprayed against the wall, but then reform. The only one that does not reform is the one that Empty had already stabbed, which then lies unmoving. And Empty just kind of turns and looks at you, sort of like their gaze is different this time.
Oh! Well, I do fucking die!
Again, half celestial. This shit happens with me.
Not almost gonna have magic powers empty.
Oh,
I do.
God.
What's wrong with you?
Shut up!
Shut up!
I'm actually not going to do anything for bonus action because this is literally room 1. I don't want to start blowing slots this early. So I'm good.
All right, that ends Milo's turn. Strigal, it is now your turn. Oh, I didn't roll for the enemies. Hold on.
No,
No,
that's
it's good.
okay.
We're good.
You don't need
No,
to.
that's
we're good.
fine. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Way to go.
This is going great. I love this encounter. I don't think
they
you need to change
actually-
anything.
Oh wait, hold on. It's 2. They're actually gonna go after Milo, so that's kind of perfect.
Right.
No!
Perfect for who, Monty?
Just for the lineup, I literally rolled and
Look, she's looking at the singular word on the page.
Milo.
I'm in danger.
Milo.
first attack is gonna be from the ooze to the far north, where you are, Strigal. It's gonna swing towards you.
The Farth.
The farce.
That's pretty
King
bad.
of the
That's
farce.
that's a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
As it kind of sweeps it, like they kind of form these long, almost like flail-like appendages, and like kind of swing them at you with this acrid acid. But you manage to kind of like combat roll out of the way. The other one to the north that Gaius you are currently next to is going to swing at you.
Alrighty.
Even worse, a 6. You manage to kind of
Nope.
jump out of the way and land on the ground.
Hell yeah.
This one next to you, Milo, is going
Flashbang!
to Flashbang, disadvantage, you got it. That's your reaction.
Solar flare.
That is going to be a 11 to hit, which misses.
Hooray.
Number 4
11.
is going to attack you, Escan.
No.
God, they're rolling like, I mean, they're oozes. They're not great. 7.
Monty, you did half my health. I don't want to hear complaints.
Okay, sorry.
In one attack, I'll add.
Wait,
The one-
what?
The one to the north, the south of you, Otho, is going to sweep at you.
Sweet.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, you take
Sweat the leg.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Plus 6 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Are you wearing metal armor?
I am wearing leather armor.
You are fine. All right. And then this ooze is going to go for empty.
She's full of metal.
Miss. And then the one to the south is going to go for the outsider. Oh, shit. That just misses. All right, that ends the ooze's turn. That brings us now to Strigal.
All right, Strigal, as a bonus action, is going to cast Magic Weapon
Okay.
on his halberd, kind of manifesting its spirits. You'll hear a hoot kind of under his breath as arcane sigils will form around the halberd, and he's going to swing at the one that attacked him.
You got it.
So, this is with the +1. So, oh, 9. I forgot to ask for Obama. That's my bad.
You forgot.
You know what?
was it?
No.
Sorry,
I'm gonna use inspiration right now.
Wait, but you
No,
gotta get the Obama with it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you. I'm rocked.
I also want to point out these are slimes. They're
Yeah.
not defensive. I could spoil it for you, but you do hit.
Okay, fair enough.
I was about to
What?
say it. So yeah,
Wow.
they have no armor and they're big. They're
right.
easy to hit. Yeah, notoriously so. But yeah,
Oh my.
even the 8 would hit for 4 damage.
5 damage because of the magic.
All right, 5 damage, and your weapon is protected. As you slash into this thing, the magic kind of shields the corrosive acid from burning your halberd to bits as you swing up. This thing is still standing, however.
To bits,
Alright.
you say?
That's Strigal's turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Kai. It is now your turn.
All right. Monty, I'd like to use work for this combat, if that's cool.
Sure. I don't have a.
All right.
Do I? Oh no, do I have a token for him?
Bring it over from the map. It should be the same kind of thing, right?
I don't have a token for him. I will make
Oh.
it really fast. Give me 2 seconds to talk amongst yourselves.
You're good. So, what I will do for the remainder of my turn is I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 over here.
Okay.
And I will use the help action on Strigal to give him advantage on this thing.
And
Got
return
it.
to defense mode.
Yeah, and as he runs over, he's going to take Work off of his shoulder and kind of point him over towards Gaius. Hey, Work, go fly by that thing and distract it for Gaius. And he's going to kind of toss him in the air to let him take flight.
Throw him into the ooze.
No.
Here he is. I got a token for him.
Let's go!
Yay!
Oh,
Oh,
yeah! He's so big!
All right, where is he going?
He's gonna fly by the ooze to give advantage to Gaius because he can use the help action.
You got
as a
it.
familiar.
I really liked that, Connor.
I basically imagine him swooping past this thing and then coming back to Kai because he should have about 30 feet, I assume, if it's using the stat block that I got.
Yeah, he moved.
Fly
up 30
speed.
feet.
He's a fly?
Yeah,
Yep.
he can fly.
There's a fly.
So yeah, he'll essentially Kai will throw him up. He'll fly over this thing, try to distract it, and then come back to Kai.
All right, you got it.
Yep.
All right, is that in your turn, Kai?
That ends my turn.
Double help action. You got it.
Yep. It runs in the family. Let's
For
go.
the sake of in the future, if you're going to use your familiar, they do need to roll initiative. So I'll let it.
Oh, my
I'll let
bad.
him
Okay.
go after your turn. But if you are intending to use your familiar in combat, you have to roll initiative for them. So
Will do.
all right. So Wark will do that on his turn. I'm just going to place him after you, but in the future we'll do that. Eastgab,
Yep.
it is now your turn.
Okay, I am going to do a thing. No one
God.
freak out. As Iskan pulls out Mira's staff, he's going to kind of wave it in a circle above his head. And little sprinkling green dust is going to sprinkle over him as I cast Bark Skin on myself.
Okay.
My AC is now 16.
Good to know.
And for my bonus action, shortly after his now bark-covered skin, resembling certain curse that we noticed a town called Acorn a long time ago. Almost instantly, however, his eyes and stars on his what's it called? Ridge start to glow as I'm going to activate my starry form.
You got it.
Archer. And I will aim towards. It's a ranged spell attack.
You
so
do
I
have a
guess
clear
it's-
shot on this one here.
Do I?
You do, yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it. This isn't Dice Knife. It is, however, a natural 20.
Natural 20 hit.
So I guess I'll roll 2d8 plus 4?
Yep.
Hot dog.
I'll have what
That's an
he's having.
amazing 10 radiant damage to
10 radiant
this
damage.
fellow.
That fellow is barely hanging on. He is just a little
Awesome.
puddle. He's still alive, but he's looking very rough.
Great. That will be my turn.
All right, Gaius, it is now your turn.
All right, so question: do I have 10 feet of wiggle room above me?
You do, yes.
Then I can proc Giant's Might with no problem. Make me
You-
huge.
You will fit, but you are gracing the ceiling. Like your head is hitting the ceiling.
That is completely fine. And you
ceiling
know
is
what the
so
best
lucky.
part is? I ain't using weapons. I know what the fuck these things are. Well, Gaius answered a fucking riddle to do that. So I am just only gonna keep my shield out, and I cast Fist.
You got it.
Do it. With advantage, because work helped you.
Yeah, you have
Yep.
advantage.
And since it is freehand, Yahoo!
Nat 20, let's go!
Natural fucking 20.
MVP work, let's go.
10 bludgeoning, but I'm not done yet.
Oh, wait,
Giant's
there's
Might.
more.
But wait, there's more. Giant's Might. 5.
So that's gonna
Let's
be 15
go.
points of damage.
15 points of damage as I do the fucking most illegal thing in MMA possible. I knee and take my elbow down and wedge it in between both of the fucking limbs.
It's like Flubber's getting bullied in the corner as you are just like punching into this thing. It is like trying to reform, but having a really difficult time. It's starting to look rough.
And then you take its lunch money.
I just
Yeah, take that, Flubber.
You know the fuck what? It's not going to probably work, but if I kill this thing on a strangle, I'm gonna bonus action grapple this thing.
Okay. Competing athletics.
Choke it out.
I mean, if I actually roll a 4 and kill this thing on the start of its turn, that'll be hysterical. Athletics, here I go.
Yeah.
11.
11. Unfortunately, he's with a 13. As you do grab it, but it unfortunately kind of wriggles through your grip. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry.
It is
So I
kinda jello.
saw Empty try to use knives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I turn around and look at Empty. It's like I said at the door. Don't use metal.
What are you?
A satyr.
He big.
As I'm bullying this thing into the corner, just like putting
Yeah.
my hoofs down on top of it, like trying to squish it into the corner. I'm a satyr. That's turn.
All right. It is now the outsider's turn. He grabs his two short swords and is going to go for a strike on the one here.
You fool! I just said that out loud.
He has nothing else. He's got a bow and arrow, and I mean, I guess he could technically fire his bow and arrow. That would be.
Why doesn't he could just bear hug him?
Oh wait, he doesn't have a bow and arrow. He's fucking. Oh my god, he has swords. All he has is swords.
Can't he
Wow.
thunderwave with his ass cheeks?
I was just gonna say.
Does thunder damage to the slimes?
The clap of his ass cheeks.
Oh my god, Zan, I love you.
I got you.
Everybody, I've got
Oh, he
this.
hits. Oh no, he just misses. Fuck, it's 7. Yeah,
Aw.
he misses the first swing. Second swing's a crit though. That's pretty good.
Hey,
Let's go.
Oh my god, we're critting the bed.
Good. Good old
That's
man.
a lot of crits today. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, guys, I have an idea for a fucking title for this episode.
What is
Oh
it?
god.
Moist critical.
No.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
I hate how good that is.
I love
Oh my
it.
god,
That's
yes!
really, really good.
You have to spell it with a K.
That's gonna be +4. Sorry, 1 second. I'm doing math real fast.
I hate that I love that.
12 points of damage on that.
Charlie's
Okay.
fans are gonna see this and they're
He's such a
fucking
cool
recommending.
dude.
They're gonna be like,
He's a
what the
very cool
fuck is
dude.
this?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That ends the outsider's turn. Unfortunately, one of his short swords takes some negative damage.
Negative damage, so it heals?
No, it takes a cumulative penalty. However, the outsider has nothing else that he can use. So that brings us to Otho. It is now your turn.
Boy, I sure do
All
hope
right.
one of us has the mending spell.
Well, seeing as how everybody's burning up their weapons, Otho's actually going to pull out 2 daggers, and
I'll
He-
also burn up my weapon.
I'll burn weapons I don't exactly care about, and I have multiple of.
Bloody freaking
Lottie, this! I'm gonna go ahead and shank the slime that is right next to you, Escan,
Oh, thanks.
with my
Shank 'em.
dagger.
With your dagger.
Yeah, that is correct. Here I go. Wha-bam!
Oh.
There's a 13 hit.
13 hits.
All right. I'll just roll damage
Skin
like
spicy.
this. Perfect.
New York's hottest club.
I love this
Uh,
music by Lorian. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, did that not go through?
I'm not seeing anything.
Don't see anything.
Uh-oh.
This is a ruh-roh moment.
Certified I fucked up moment.
Oh, hang on. I think I know why that did not go through. Give me a moment. I can tell you the damage as well.
Okay. Yeah, just so we don't have to wait.
Yes. The damage was 13.
13. This thing is barely hanging on by a thread.
Oh god, come on, die. And then I will bonus action throw my dagger over to the one near the outsider.
You got it.
Yeet.
Here I go again. That's an 11.
Oh, no,
That hits.
That's it,
That
yeah.
hits. Again, oozes, big meaty targets, no armor. That hits.
All right.
Big meaty
No sneak attack though, because you already got it for the turn.
Right, and I don't get my bonus from my dexterity. So that is just going to be a 3. 3 damage.
That is enough to kill it. It had 2
Hey.
HP. As this thing like, is ready to like wrap around the outsider, you just fling a dagger, hitting it right in its center, and it splatters into goo on the floor.
Same.
All right, that's my turn.
You just
Alrighty.
say same?
Yeah.
Top of the turn order, it is now Empty's turn. Empty is going to attack the one that's next to the outsider.
Attack guys.
That hits. It's gonna be dagger. Ooh, okay. Max damage on the dagger.
Hey.
However, it does take another penalty.
Oh.
Oh.
And then sneak attack. It's dead. Empty kills it.
Let's go!
Nice.
This
And then
victory is empty.
Swings around towards the rest of the enemies, and that ends Empty's turn. Milo, it is now your turn.
Milo calls out, "Hoth and fire!" And Vernon hands it. We're gonna go in this conal direction.
Okay, so just to get these two here.
Yeah, just to nail those two.
All right.
And this is actually going to be a dex save DC 15.
Might not be a huge spoiler, but they don't seem like they're good at jumping.
That's fine, I rolled like garbage.
All right, one
Just wear a
closest
ring,
to
dude.
you. One closest to you got a 13.
That's a failure.
The one to the south of that one got a 13 as well, which is a
Eh.
failure for 5 damage.
5 whole fire damage.
Alright. First of all, as the fire comes out, they seem to not be as fully affected by it as you thought.
Oh.
So this one takes Okay. However, the one next to Escan was barely alive to begin with, but it is caught in flame and is burnt down to a crisp.
Would you say it is smote?
It's a horrible smell when they're on fire. I will say that much. It's like a candle that's made out of human earwax or something.
That was your choice?
You Shrek'd us.
It's gross.
Oh God, I forgot that was in Shrek.
All right.
Somebody. Yeah, I know. I got nothing for bonus. I'm not pulling out the frying pan until we have a bigger fight, so I'm good.
All right. That brings us to the enemy's turn. I'm going to hide all the dead ones just to make more space here.
Hooray.
All right. Turning from north to south. This one is going to attack you, Kai.
What?
Ooh,
Yeah?
I even
Why-
know.
Why
You,
wouldn't it?
you snubbed my toast.
I didn't swing at it. I am innocent.
17
I am
to
unarmed.
hit.
Ow! Yeah,
It's
that
a-
hits, but
it's
no, because shield, get out of here.
Shield, you got it. The acid eats at the magic, but it manages to protect you.
Strigal, you will watch for the first time, whereas Kai has normally been using scrolls to cast shield. Almost reflexively to protect Warwick, he kind of throws up his hand and finally blocks it without one.
Nice.
Alrighty, this one is going to go for the big meaty target, which is you, Gaius.
All right.
Big meaty toy.
That is going to be a 19 to hit, actually.
Why one it fucking hits? God damn it.
So sorry. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage,
Ow.
plus 4 points of acid damage, and your armor takes a -1 penalty to itself if you're wearing metal armor. Which, by technicality, you are, unfortunately. This one
Okay.
here is going to go for you again, Milo.
Flashbang! Solar flare.
Disadvantage. Good thing you did that, because that went from being a crit to instead being 15 to hit.
That is now just my armor class.
Get a shield.
I have one.
Use it.
I did.
You take 2 points of
Shit.
bludgeoning damage,
Uh-huh.
plus
Oh no.
6 points of acid damage, and your armor loses another -1.
Cool.
Oh.
I might die, kids.
Don't.
The last one is going to go for you, Otho.
Do not.
Terrible.
Please.
5 misses.
No, absolutely
Alright.
not.
That ends the enemy's turn. That brings us to Strigal.
Strigal is going to take a step into here,
Okay.
and he's going to swing at the northernmost one with advantage because of the help.
It's a help action, yep.
This is
Let's
plus one.
go.
22 to hit
Yeah, absolutely hits.
for
It's
13
22.
slashing.
It was
You
22
had
power
Ross-
down.
You thrust out the halberd into the center of this creature, and you hit it in the center, and like for a moment there's a standstill, and then it just pops like a depth charge, and is dead.
All right, that is Strigal's turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to Kai. It is now your turn.
Kai will 5-foot step. As Wark kind of returns to his hand and then goes around his shoulder to the other hand, he's going to almost hold it out and point towards Otho. Go help my brother! And he will then, while holding up the shield, drop it and narratively punch this goo and watch it not do anything and give the help action to Iskan. Iskan, little help!
Alright, help action. Wark's
Yep,
turn.
and
Wark is going to use its
Yep.
full movement.
To fly there and back. He should make it because he has 60
If,
feet.
like, they hop on, like, Escan's head and Otho's head and then land next to Otho, and are going to do the help action on this ooze here. Alright, Escan, it is now your turn.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Bosco.
Oh, I was gonna say, so they have 60 feet of flying speed. Would they be able to get back to me
Yeah.
and
you
just
can do that.
like fly over? Okay, cool.
Just a flyby.
Practical help action.
Yep.
Delivered.
Nuclear launch
Help.
detected. What?
The versatility of the E-Wark.
Alrighty, that brings us to Escan. It is now your turn.
As Milo begins to kind of huff and puff under the strain, he'll feel a soft, gentle hand on his shoulder as I cast Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds!
Enjoy your 10 HP back.
I shall.
Oh, nicely done.
Hey.
And with
That's a good
his
roll.
spare hand and bonus action, Iskan will level an arm at this here goo with the help action discarding the disadvantage for
Just a
melee
straight roll.
into
Yeah.
Range in the melee, yeah.
You got it.
I got you, Iskan. Let's go.
And that's going to be a
Yes!
20 to
That
hit.
hits.
Not that you needed it, but yes.
And
20.
here is your D8 damage plus 4 for
Jesus.
12 radiant
Let's
damage.
go.
Have you ever seen a shotgun just like shot into pudding?
No,
Imagine that. That is exactly what happens to this.
Monty, I have seen exactly what you're talking about, but it's on the fucking shooting range like human skeletons that are made of gelatinous cube.
Yeah, that's actually pretty apt.
Yep.
As
The
this
fucking
thing-
jelly cube dummies.
This thing is Gallaghered into paste.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
With one hand he heals, with the other he destroys. He is Iskan.
Lizard
That'll be
man.
turn.
All right, that brings us
That'll
to
be
Gaius.
450.
All right,
Yeah.
here I go. 12.
12, that hits.
Okay. 7 bludgeoning plus 1
I
8.
I shit you not. That is exactly its health.
Let's
go.
I fucking I just step on this fucking thing.
Like a piece of gum.
It's like watching someone in fucking wrestling like just kick a dude while he's down in the corner.
Stop, he's already dead.
My God, the unicorn stomps.
One ooze remains. Is that in your turn, Gaius?
I
The
can't.
final ooze.
Unless I can push my allies to get the fuck out of the way. That's it for me.
Unfortunately, not. That would require a shove action just to move them out
Yeah.
of the
So
way.
yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna use a shove action on empty. That'll be a fucking great idea.
Yeah, do it. Role play.
Yeah, he had it coming.
All right, that brings us to the outsider. The outsider is going to run over here. Are you guys okay if outsider takes advantage of the help action and swings at this thing?
No.
Do it. No.
I mean, is that doable? Can you just transfer it?
One tells the truth. One tells lies. Jesus Christ.
Or it's like this NPC could potentially kill the last enemy. Are you guys?
Oh no,
okay
go!
with
If he
that?
kills it, he
fine.
kills it.
Go
It's
for it.
fine.
All right.
If he dies, he dies.
If he doesn't kill it, though, we'll all be pissed.
It's true. He's got to hit it first.
Took my advantage.
This is on YouTube. Don't fuck it up.
Oh wait, damn it. Sorry, hold on. Crit. Oh, he crit! Oh my
Let's
god!
go.
Hey!
Nice.
Wark is the MVP. Let's go!
It doesn't even matter, but that's still pretty great.
God.
That's gonna be
He did it for the
12
YouTube.
points of damage. As the outsider swings next to you, Otho, and swipes down this thing in half with his sword.
The outsider comes in. I will not be content.
Who cares if politics aren't accurate? Ah!
And with that, the chamber is somewhat quiet. There is a sort of whirring noise. The light is completely broken in the center, but as all of you kind of huff and catch your breath, both the doors open.
Master Brookbeam, are you okay?
Oh, that was a bit of a close one. Is anyone else hurt?
I'll be fine.
I will also be fine, but I did take a little bit of a scrape there.
Monty, I am going to attempt to cast Mending on my armor.
Okay, it takes a minute. Yeah, sure enough, you manage to patch over. You lose one of the negative ones.
Oh,
Am I able to also
Can
provide
can I gain
assistance
the
with
benefits
mending?
of this, please?
yes. I will go over
Perhaps we
here.
Perhaps we should shuffle into another room so the doors don't close on us, and then get everybody's equipment all.
Well
mended.
done, Master Kai. Though, when casting the shield spell, you may wish to roll the R at the very end to make sure that it finalizes.
Is that why
so
they keep getting through? That's good to know.
Sturgal,
Thank you.
yeah, you're gonna have to shrink because Sturgal, as you hit, how tall are you, Sturgal?
6'1".
Yeah, you're hunching over to enter this hallway. It's literally like slightly under 6 feet tall.
All right, ball up, and he's gonna start just waddle
Roll it,
in.
roll it, roll it.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Unexpectables, transform and roll out.
Transform, get into this tiny pipe.
The pipe.
The pipe.
I will attempt to patch up Gaius's armor.
Yeah, takes about a
I'm-
minute.
I'm also assisting with mending.
Okay. Who are you mending? Are you mending?
I think
you know
Milo
what?
had minus
I
2,
will-
so you could mend Milo.
I could do that, but I'm gonna go up to empty and see if they need assistance.
Yeah, they're currently looking at their knife, which is just like half there now.
Iskan will walk up. Do you mind if I have a look?
They kind of look up at you and they go,
What do you mean?
I might be able to help with those.
there's like a moment of pause, and you can see them looking towards the rest of you, and they just like really hesitantly just quickly place it in your hand and then like bring their hand back.
I will mend these here daggers.
You can cast magic.
Yeah.
They take the knife back if you fix it, and they look at it.
Is this demon magic?
No. Apparently, it's druidic.
As I shrink down right next to them, mine's giant.
What's a druidic?
Honestly, I don't actually know yet. I'm still trying to figure all that out. But
They their head turns to you immediately, guys, and go,
What is a giant?
Oh, well, it's a person who's really, really, really big, and they live for eons, from what knowledge I've learned.
Like a demon.
For fuck's sake, it's not a demon.
He actually says that. Like his smile breaks and he just goes like flatline, like his mouth like stops curling into a smile and then flatlines.
For fuck's sake, it's not that.
You use magic. Why are you here?
Adventure?
People who use magic, they don't die. They're not supposed to.
Yeah.
I look at the guys looks to Milo and he's kind of like doing that Simpsons.
Yeah, Iskan's kind of like avoiding eye contact.
This makes no sense. This place isn't for you.
they kind of like put the knives away and they go over next to the outsider, kind of huff.
All right, never mind.
If don't mind, I could borrow a Valentinius or perhaps a Master Brightbeam to assist me in venturing forward.
Oh, right, no worries. I'm actually gonna. Okay, what do you have on? Like, what are you wearing?
Just wearing wizard robes, basically. You do see a magical shield kind of around him, or magical armor.
I want to boop the snoot to make it cast light, but I know that would blind you, so I'll just.
It does help. Strugal's eyes do seem to naturally adjust to the dark.
It's fine. I'll just act as the light beacon. It is my thing. So, 40 feet of light is what I'm able to produce, but I know all of us have different amounts of dark vision. Cough, cough, guys, cough, cough.
I mean, put me in the back. I'll watch that, I guess.
I guess put me in the front then? Because I could actually see further down than I can shed light, but still.
Yeah, I think Strugal also has dark vision, 60 feet.
Wark goes into your jacket, Kai.
Also,
Kai's gonna lift up his robes. He's gonna be like, "You did great, Wark."
Wark.
This also seems to be gnome country, so I probably should go up ahead.
Makes sense.
This is comfortable for you, Milo.
Yeah, that checks out.
We can't stop here. This is gnome country.
All right, let's get it going, kids.
Hi. God, I had to. No one got that joke. Never mind.
I'm laughing.
Milo, I'm going to describe this hall, by the way. The darkness and the shadows that your light creates, this is the definition of a murder hallway. Like, this looks like a serial killer's basement.
Oh.
We've been to one of those recently.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've been to those, actually.
First time?
No.
Guys, something occurred to me. The way to get in here was a small pipe off the ground, right? And we just got done fighting oozes, right?
Yeah.
That's probably not the last ooze we're gonna see. I'm getting the feeling that this, if this turns out to be another one of them labs, and it might be, considering the riddle at the front door, we're gonna have to be dealing with a lot more oozes. And possibly ooze people, and ooze mages, and... Ugh.
Cool.
Should we be avoiding combat then to prolong the lifespan of our weapons and armor?
I do not believe that will be an option if we venture forward.
Point I'm getting at is if you see any moisture, just let the rest of everyone else know.
They could eat my head.
What?
What?
Nothing. They keep walking and just like as if like, don't listen to me. I'm moving on.
The helmet blushes.
Get in line, kids. We're
Guys,
going to recess.
Guys is just overjoyed by this, where everyone's just like, we can't use weapons. Guys is like, oh, sick!
The outsider's
Finally, a
posterior is clogging the
Sorry.
pipeline.
I can't see beyond his cheeks.
I didn't realize it was a full moon tonight.
I'm gonna peek the corner.
Hey, Otho, at least you have cover behind.
I'd say
It's true.
Full
As
cover
you
or
guys-
half cover?
everyone get to position. Don't stay behind. I'm trying to. I can't
Well,
do anything until everyone's together.
I'm trying to stay with freaking empty.
Wow,
Yeah.
lucky you get to stay behind the outsider.
As I'm gonna go behind Empty, but as Empty walks through, Kai's gonna try to get his attention as he's walking through.
What do you want?
You said that mages aren't supposed to be here. Do you mean they're not supposed to die?
No, they're not supposed to be here. Not in this afterlife.
Where are you from?
I will not tell you that.
Are you from Triskalden?
Stop asking me that question.
That sounds like a yes.
I will not answer it. There is no answer for you.
I know someone from there.
I look over at Kai and I put my hand on his shoulder. Welcome to the Demon Club.
No, there's something weird going on here, and I'm gonna figure out what it is.
We'll figure it out sooner rather than later. Follow behind.
As you guys
Mr.
get,
Outsider, he's got new
As-
forgies on the Jeep.
he puts a hand behind you and kind of places on your chest and goes, "Do you guys smell that?"
Volty smell.
Everyone perception checks.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
A smellception.
15.
Smellception.
13.
19.
Nice. You know, really good.
20. Soft.
Team Whiz Boys.
Honestly, Eastgate, you didn't need to check because your passive perception's so good, and at that point, you'd probably recognize it. But
18.
nice. All of you sniff the air. It smells like a chemical plant, is the best way to describe it. There's this acrid smell in the air, and it's very nauseating. Almost like a perfume section of a department store, but if it hated you and you wanted to make you smell as bad as
Well,
possible.
perfume section in
Oh,
the
shit.
department
I was
store.
just gonna say, so normal.
Oh shit, chemical plant.
I was about to say, Connor. Look, there's a small blue furry rodent. Oh, he's fast. Sorry.
Also,
Your
by the
kick's
way, for the
ass.
record, in case anyone is looking, I am maintaining bark skin, so
You got it.
I wish I had bark skin. Looks down his ruined
I am
armor.
also going to maintain Eastgard's
Trust
Barkskin.
me.
Just duct
You
tape
do not.
dogs for you. Just duct
Anyway,
tape dogs for
I'm
your
peeking
armor.
the corner, Monty, because I am probably the only one who could.
All right, you have light up, right?
Yes.
How far does it go? 40 feet?
40 feet, and my dark vision goes 60.
You got it.
Eastgard and Kai are so cramped in here.
So I will give you this.
Yeah, nobody fart.
that's what
Or
I
if
was
you
trying
do, just
so
Gaius.
hard not to make that joke when the outsider was like, "Do you guys smell that?" And he just
Okay,
starts
guys,
chuckling.
Yeah.
Guys, we're coming up to an opening. Just be careful, all right?
Okay.
God, I'm having a horrible time with my accent tonight.
God,
You're
I
just getting back
I
into the flow of it. You're good.
So you said that like this hallway is only 6 feet high, so that means that Gaius is fine, but his horns are scraping across the
Oh
ceiling.
yeah, like no, it's only like
Please
it's
duck
slightly
your
below
head.
6 feet. If you're 6 feet or higher, you are leaning down because there's no other way to exist
Yeah,
in space.
Kai and Eastgard are like hunched over because they're the same
I'm
size.
in lizard mode.
And to your absolute horror, this larger chamber has the same height ceiling. It doesn't.
Oh,
seem to
come
be-
on!
Yeah, we're in gnome country, Chief. It's gonna be short.
Couldn't they just be taller, a little bit taller?
You can't
Milo's
just
like,
say that.
This is great.
My neck is going
Just
to
a little
killing
bit
me by
taller,
the
just
time
like
we're out of here.
Milo point.
I don't know,
point.
4 inches.
Okay.
Milo points.
Oh.
Haha, short.
Okay.
Well, they look friendly.
No, they don't.
They got little smiley faces.
No,
Sturgal,
they
you have
don't.
you have light still, right? Yeah.
Sturgal has dark vision, so at least
Dark vision.
get the
yeah.
room.
I also have 100.
Yeah, you see liquid on the ground.
Hello.
Mine, are there sconces or anything that could
Nope.
be lit? All right, just double checking.
Darkness.
You probably shouldn't
There
light any
are-
fires in here.
You do recognize that there, those crystal inlays on the ceiling. Those exist, but they're just not working.
Gotcha.
It may
Out of
not be
order.
lit, Milo, but it is pretty dank.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's not go that way yet. There's a lot of doors we could check.
I would agree.
Hey, Monty, I do have 120.
You do, yeah. You have the big boy dark vision.
Advanced dark vision.
Nice.
Dark vision
You
advanced.
see, with the light at least gives it away, a like almost like huge like parking lot puddle of green slime that kind of hisses and pocks in places. Also, it's worth noting, Sturgal, as you're walking forward, this chamber is filled with broken glass. Like something large broke and has just like over the course of time just been shattered over and over and over again.
Monty, I'm getting Vault Tech vibes from every single one of these we go into.
Uh-huh.
Just want to point that out.
I'm not saying anything because I can feel Connor's gaze on me and it burns.
Just the Prowler theme.
All right, let's.
take a funny door.
All right.
Yeah.
All the doors have the same sand motif, but again, it's low on the ground, probably at perfect gnome height. But you'll have to kind of crouch down.
Are they the same? Are they the same etching? Are they asking for the same etching?
That was the way it was last time, so you don't see
Cool.
anything else on these doors.
So for everyone, I guess Gaius will like quickly just refresh everyone that it was the rune for metal that to get them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
let's-
the last vault wasn't like this.
God, cough.
I will say this: as you guys look, this vault is in much worse condition than the Twin Head Vault.
Yeah.
Well, it sure seems that way.
Are we able to tell, like, maybe with a investigation or survival, like, how long it's been in this state?
I mean, I mean, we don't have carbon dating in this universe, so really not. I mean,
but
you
I
can
mean, like,
just
in terms
guess.
of, like, how much dust is there or how much mold has built up?
I will say it's incredibly hard to tell.
Okay, fair.
Unfortunately.
I also would
That
like
is
to-
something you will have to find a way to conclude yourself. I will say that it's kind of part of the mystery.
I'd like to just quickly like put out there because I feel like that may have been misconstrued. That last fuck off I just gave you wasn't a you, Connor. A moth just dive bombed me in the forehead.
Oh,
Take this, fucker!
Exactly.
Wallfly's cousin is an asshole.
Wall moth.
Yeah, wall moth. Yeah, he's
So
the worst.
am I to assume that the runes on the wall are different runes?
What? No, we're writing the same rune to get into those doors.
Yeah, all the doors have like that sand mechanic.
that's
Yeah,
right.
to
There's
it.
no
They,
other thing.
they
Okay.
take the same rune to get in.
Got it. Okay. I will open my door.
All right, you type in metal with your finger into the kinetic sand, and the door slides open, revealing a very adorable tiny bedroom.
Oh, that is very adorable.
Thought it was going to be a toilet again.
And then slime comes up from the bottom.
Terror of terrors.
I would have shit.
This room is bare. However, it has a very quaint desk and bed in it.
I would like to search the room under the bed, any shelves, and etc.
There is a desk, but even just so much as touching the paper, it just falls apart into dust.
Nothing under the
Underneath-
bed.
Under the bed, you find a very stale pair of gnome-sized bunny slippers.
Nice.
Ancient
Hitting them with
relics.
the bunny
Money,
slips.
just for fun, can I cast mending on them?
They don't need to be mended. They are just old as hell.
Okay, cool. Monty's sorry. Milo's gonna pop out. Hey guys, look what I found! And just holds up the bunny slippers.
Taxidermied rabbits?
No, that. Oh.
I don't know what they.
No.
Gaius doesn't
so
know.
That was so sad. Oh my god.
Oh, but there's nothing else in the room, correct?
No, not that you can find.
I'm putting metal in mine.
All right.
Watch, I find the toilet.
I'm keeping those bunny slippers.
The toilet's got
Good, you should.
Not a toilet, but a very, very empty kitchen.
Found a pantry.
Milo, you done fucked up.
All right, let's have a gander of in here.
The small, quaint kitchen contains empty shelves and wooden bowls. A very rusted cauldron rests atop a single burner oven.
Is there anything in the cauldron?
As you look inside, it is bare and empty. Interestingly enough, there's a lot of scrape marks at the bottom.
I have a fucking weird, stupid idea. Okay, just to quickly say above game, Milo, does Milo still have the create water spell?
Yeah, why?
Because we're taking this cauldron, and I think we might have a funny way to get ourselves across.
All right. Let's check the rest of the rooms though.
Yeah,
Clean
for
up the
sure.
weird
But I'm taking the cauldron with me.
Okay.
I'm taking this one to the south.
Okay. You are split up a little bit. Is it okay if we do Escan's room and then your room, Milo?
Oh yeah. Here, I'll just
Alright.
peruse down here.
Easy enough. Escan, you write in metal. And immediately are met with what appears to be some sort of utility closet.
Oh.
And then immediately, coming to life, is a broom that begins to sweep towards you.
Not again!
Oh my god.
We got a replacement! Oh, he's gonna be
Another
really
one.
unhappy when he sees the state of this place.
Are we fucking just gonna collect all of the? Is this like a fetch quest? Is this like the Nirnroot quest where we have to find all of them?
Do you stop it as it tries to make its way out?
Absolutely not.
All right, it begins to sweep in this direction.
Uh-oh.
Its
This is gonna
be
bristles hit the
tragic.
slime. You watch as it like almost emotes like shock, and then it just angrily goes back in the closet, and the door slams shut.
I'm not paid enough for this.
Well, that was unexpected.
God damn it.
Hey, that's the
Yeah.
name of the show.
Where do
I
you
hate
think
you
we
so
are?
much. I just, you should, I want you to leave and come back when you've thought about what you did.
Well, that just happened.
That's like the third time I've done that.
Mark, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
No!
Glad somebody does.
No!
All right, door number 3.
All right, Milo, you carve into it.
Yep.
You hear a scraping noise as your door opens, and all of a sudden you watch as bits of leaves and stone topple to your feet, and immediately hear the angry hissing of a badger that has made its nest inside of it. It kind of hisses at you, and then begins to scramble up through a crack in the ceiling and disappears.
All right, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
I think we made that joke
I'm
already.
gonna flip a table.
Milo, roll a
Uh-huh.
perception check for me.
Okay. No, not performance. Oh, okay, 21.
You see 4 in a sort of makeshift nest. As you notice the shape of it, this is probably where the toilet was. And in the bowl, there's a nest. And as you kind of peer in, you see 4 tiny baby badgers. Like their eyes aren't even
Oh,
open in the nest.
that's a
Sacred
Bobby.
flame.
They can
No! Fuck you.
Oh, fireball.
Put them in the cauldron.
Can I get close enough to see if there are any items in this area?
With that perception check, you don't see any other items. It looks like there's a hole in the roof, which is about the same, enough for a small creature to get through, like a tiny creature. And it looks like the stone is collapsed inwards from the top. You see sticks, you see some rocks, and the bones of probably some eaten prey, but beyond that, you don't see anything else but some baby badgers.
Well, I cast Fire Rune.
If nothing else, there's a family of badgers in there, so can't be all bad in here.
That's another way out if we need it, potentially.
Hopefully it does not come to that.
What is in here? It smells terrible.
Yeah, we should. There's slime all over the floor. I think you should probably like just follow us instead. Like,
It's green, and it melted the bristles right off of that animated broom.
so let's
That is
check the
super
last
concerning.
door, and then I have an idea to possibly help us get across as I slap the cauldron.
Oh.
The cauldron says.
Oh.
No, just slap the cauldron.
Yeah.
I am
You
calling
slap it.
HR.
We do have one more door.
Yep, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You want me to take it?
I mean, I'm here. It's fine. If you want to sidle up to me.
I feel like Milo's the only one who can move comfortably through.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mon, I don't want to touch the goo.
Yeah, you
So
can
don't-
get to it. You can
Don't
get
touch
to
the
it.
goo.
Just don't touch the goo.
Don't touch the goo, Sevenhead.
Look, I don't know if the goo's gonna come to life. You know.
Only if you say please.
You see another delightfully adorable gnomish bedroom.
Oh.
I ransack it immediately.
Well, interestingly, there is a similar desk and bed. However, on the wall is a macrame owlbear and a macrame dragon.
Wow. Macrame. Someone was talented.
A dragon and owlbear, you said?
Yeah, an owlbear, macrame owlbear.
All right, I'm an idiot. What is a macrame object?
It's like a woven object. I'll grab you a picture.
Okay.
Think like
Okay.
amigurumi, but
Oh, okay.
slightly different.
Here, like, copy image. Let me see if that works. Chat, Google it. I'm not going to share this on stream. Google macrame.
It's the
So-
circle with the.
There you go. It's
yeah,
like that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's like a wall ornament.
For the sake of brevity, I was gonna say my idea was fill the cauldron with water, boil the water, that it gets hot, and then see what happens when we spill it on a pathway into the slime. Try to clean it away. Try to Mario Sunshine this nonsense.
What if we mix acids and bases?
We don't know what those are.
Bring me
Yeah,
a packet of Skrillex.
What if we get some bleach?
You know
and
what?
then make mustard gas.
Bonnie, I'm gonna grab something that's solid but relatively insignificant from this room, if there is
Okay.
anything.
I mean, there's a stool.
I'm gonna
There's
grab that
badgers.
stool. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna chuck the stool in the slime to see what happens.
All right, you chuck the slime. You chuck it into the slime, and it hits the ground and actually bounces a little bit because it seems to be a very thin layer of slime. However, it begins to just slowly sink, and you hear a hissing and a burning, and there's like this really bad smell that emits as it is just slowly devoured by the slime.
Oh, well, we know what it's doing. Okay, unless someone stops him, Milo has another idea.
I gave my idea. You all poo-pooed it, so let's
No,
hear
no,
it.
no, 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 no. It's just I don't want to burn the spell slot if I don't have to. But
Fair.
I'd like to figure out what this thing, like what this stuff is. So I'm just gonna sacred flame a 5-foot square of it,
Okay.
just directly in front.
Okay, you and 1 second.
It comes to life. I knew it.
It burns away.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you, Master Brightbeam? Do you believe it was the radiant or fire?
There's no fire in that specifically. I'm gonna just keep Fusion radiant damage down a path,
You got it.
and then I'm gonna wait for a minute to see if it recongeals.
You wait for probably about 5 minutes, and slowly the slime on either side begin to fill in the space.
So if we go fast, I think we could cross it.
We just need to go fast.
Find discovery.
All right, do we want to do that then?
Do you still want to take the cauldron? Because I'm all about that.
Bucket 2? All right, sure.
Dude,
Oh my
bucket
God,
and cauldron.
let's
We have a
go.
family. All right,
Let's
so
go.
It is heavy, by the way. That cauldron's very heavy.
How
Was it
how
cast
heavy is
iron?
heavy?
It's like probably about 50 pounds. It's like a cast iron massive.
Yeah, no
like,
doing that, Chief. No thanks.
all All right, well, I'm going to cut a pathway and get across.
You got it. It's very much like one step at a time, kind of like being all very close together while doing this. As Milo, each step you take.
Hey, Monty.
Yaha, you can jump that.
Yeah, I was about
Actually,
to
no,
say.
you can't because the roof is too short.
It's the roof, you can't physically jump.
You can't physically jump up, unfortunately. Damn gnomes. Sorry.
But I suppose the train will follow
Mr.
mine.
Gall, hurry.
Go!
Well, let's go in.
The Milo bus is coming, and everybody's humming.
You watch as
Everybody's coming.
Empty actually takes the outsider's hand and helps lead him ahead.
Aw.
Kind of backwards.
Beep, 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 beep.
They knock into you. Milos are walking backwards, and they kind of go.
Apologies.
Oh no, it's fine. Absolutely. Kai, don't get too close.
Yeah, that's technically an occupied spot there, Kai. You might not want to stand there.
So, quick question. Can I do a quick insight to see if he's got a different demeanor, or is he still like withdrawn?
You can roll insight, sure.
Just real quick. I am trained in it, so 26.
They seem to be more frightened of this place than of you right now.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Excellent.
Hey, Monty.
Yep.
Dark vision.
Big, long murder hallway with a door at the end.
More
Escan.
yeah, brother.
Escan, you smell something very strange coming out of this room.
Am I able to identify it?
It's like a worse, like, alchemical smell.
Whatever's on the other side of this door, it smells really bad.
Worse than what we've already smelled.
Significantly.
I see the door. So, Monty, real quick, the door that's in the doors that are in the slime, is the slime like entering into it, or does it look like the slime's coming out of them?
It looks like the slime, and based off of all the glass, I would say all of you guys are intelligent to know that there's probably containers in this area that, however, you have no idea, probably broke, and all of this came out of it, and it's just kind of existed here.
Okay. All right. So, which door do we want to check? The fucked up smelling door, or the door where Milo is first?
Let's do the me door, because I don't smell, unless, Monty, do I smell something weird?
You only smell the slime that's to the left of you.
Cool.
So.
Then yeah, I'll go ahead and.
You smell gack.
It seems to be the least deadly over here. So yeah, let's just crack that sucker.
You see inside what appears to be a makeshift. Give me a second here. I'm revealing.
A makeshift railgun aimed directly at your face.
That doesn't make sense.
You see you see prison bars.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there anything in here?
Well, the moment you take a step inside, your light spell disappears.
Oh.
I tried again.
It doesn't work.
Oh. What does my dark vision see, or is this advanced darkness?
It is not advanced darkness. You see a little bit more into here from your position.
Hey, guys! Something weird's happening.
Mayhaps an anti-magic field of some sort.
That makes sense. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to try and Sacred Flame here.
Doesn't work.
That seems like it.
No magic here, boys.
They're clean and empty on the left and right.
Mayhap we should remember this place the next time we find Wormtongue.
How about up here?
Empty completely. There's also a panel to the north with 4 buttons on it.
Are they labeled at all?
No.
That's in a wild way.
Well, let's not mess with that then.
Press the
That's
button.
all 4 of them.
Press the button. Put the candle back. All right. Are you gonna pop open that door, Escan?
I mean, if everybody's ready for it.
Let's
Crack that thing
go.
open.
I'm ready for the bad smell. Here
Carve
we go.
in the metal.
The poop slime.
Whoa.
What if it's the Great Mighty Poo?
Bro, did it just like fucking malfunction like a Star Trek door?
It did, yeah.
my
It doesn't
God.
seem to be coming
It's-
back out.
It's Half-Life.
1 second. This is chamber. This one here. Okay. This room is packed head to tail with glass and wood containers, of alchemical containers. Many of these containers remain cracked and spilled on the floor. However, the shelves are filled with bits and baubles and all manners of organized chaos.
Ooh.
So, to be transparent, the air in here feels bad. You get the sense if you stay in here too long, you probably will have something bad happen to you. However, if you take time to investigate, you might find something interesting.
Monty,
Yeah.
I can hold my breath for up to 15 minutes.
Oh, it's not just breathing.
Okay.
This is
Well,
like
never mind.
mustard gas kind of stuff, like chemicals that
Skin-
affect the
skin contact
eyes,
is
the
bad.
skin,
Not pleasant
and
at all.
yeah.
Someone
It
threw
doesn't
bleach
feel-
onto the slime.
It doesn't feel potent enough to like melt your face off, but it does feel like it could become irritating and possibly cause negative effects.
I'm gonna slow turn towards empty. By any chance, is the majority of your skin covered by your armor?
I am my armor.
I don't follow.
What do you want?
Well, I think the air in here is probably caustic, and you seem the best dressed for not having to deal with that for too long, so if you wouldn't mind, could you maybe take a look inside, see if there's anything of note?
Is this a demon trick?
I promise you, number one, I'm not a demon, and number two, I'm not trying to trick you.
The outsider kind of looks at them and shrugs, and Empty kind of thinks about it for a second and then slowly walks forward. And they walk in.
We're sending Fox to the room, guys.
Thank
Close
you.
the door. Close the door.
I was gonna make that joke. but I'm
It'll
not
be a
gonna do it.
funny. It'll be a funny
They
prank.
are gonna do an investigation check, but they need to make a con save.
Demon door.
Can I
Don't-
give them?
a
Can I
con
give
save.
them? Can I give them? The guidance.
Nope, because this is over a course of time.
Gotcha.
If this requires a con save, I'd like to take a stab at it.
Okay, go ahead and move your character inside, and then roll an investigation check, and then a con save for me, please.
Sure thing.
Brother, couldn't you send Walk in there to go explore?
16, followed by a 23.
Damn, dude.
Woohoo!
All right.
Flexes away
You
the
feel like your nose begin to burn, and like the inside of your ear begin to burn. You kind of just stomach it and just start looking through things. Go ahead for me and roll me a d10.
A D10. You got it. Here I go. 7.
7. Okay. You find a small lockbox.
Oh god, another one.
Empty. Failed their con save, so they take acid damage.
Oh no.
It's not a lot, but they take 1 point of acid damage.
Kind of hoping
And
they wouldn't take any, so they wouldn't.
Gaius, you hear them kind of.
I
as they
kind of like
switch through.
I kind of like knock on the side of the wall to get their attention. If this is haggering, you get outside.
I'm looking.
Don't look too long. I'm gonna try one more time as well. I'll take the lockbox though.
You have to roll another con save if you're doing another investigation.
Yes, I want to try at least one more. Another con save.
Give me 1 second, because Empty has to roll for the item that they found real fast.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Oh, interesting.
I found a
that's-
gun.
You watch as Empty
Wonder if it's
kind of.
loaded.
You watch as Empty kind of digs through and pulls out a large, almost poster-sized roll of paper.
Ooh.
And they all pocket that, and they immediately, kind of coughing, are gonna leave. They shove it into your chest, E-scan, and kind of push you out of the way as they kind of go over and kind of lean themselves up against the wall and shake their head.
Not good.
Money. I would like to cast Detect Magic upon myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to peek into the room. specifically looking for any magical residue, and it's going to cover the entire room.
Okay. You get a roll with advantage because again, some of these
smart.
bottles are just magical alchemical things. Like it's this is like a hoarder's nightmare. Gaius, I would like you to roll me another Constitution saving throw, please. And then
Here I go.
investigation.
10.
Okay. That is a failure. You take 2 acid damage, and because this is your second check in this room, you are now unable to speak.
Whoa!
Oh.
All right.
Yikes.
Let me do my con.
Yep.
Nope. Stay.
Wow, Monty, if you want me to shut the fuck up, you could have just asked.
I'm very sorry. That is the effect of the thing in this room.
Christ, all right.
13 is a failure on your first check, Milo. You take 2 acid damage.
right.
Gaius, roll for me. Did you roll your investigation for the second check?
No, I did not.
All right, let's do Gaius first, and then we'll move to Milo.
17.
17. Go ahead and roll me a d10 again.
Another 7.
Reroll, please.
1.
1. You find a bag of what looks to be seeds of some kind.
Okay, with that, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
They're labeled smash potato seeds, whatever that means.
Shit.
Dang. All right.
With this, I'm gonna ruin Mr. Beast. Mark my words. Here I go.
Oh my god.
17.
Unfortunately, Milo, as you kind of, I'll say with the detect magic, you have advantage. You kind of dig through and you find one thing that is magical, which appears to be a dagger.
All right. Oh. I will grab that and I will leave.
Are we taking shifts? Should we cycle in and out?
Gaius tries to say something. He's just miming.
It feels like strep throat, like really bad strep throat.
I believe Master Otho was the right of it. We might want to send Wark in. They were likely unaffected.
Okay, you cool with that, buddy?
Wark kind of hides in your shoulder. You don't get the sense that he's immune to acid damage, unfortunately.
If you're not worried,
fine.
Perhaps
hang on.
Oh,
no, it's fine. He doesn't have to go in. He's gonna like hold out his arm and tell Wark to get on Iskan's shoulder.
He kind of flaps over and lands on your shoulder, Iskan.
If you guys really want this stuff so bad, I'll do it.
Maybe
we didn't. Whoa.
Okay.
And Kai's gonna go in.
All right, I need you to roll a con save for me, please.
It's kind of why we're here, guys.
Yeah, like
13.
13. That is a failure. You take 1 point of acid damage, failing your first check.
Ow. Cool. And do I investigate now?
Roll an investigation check. Yep.
Investigate 13. Consistency.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, a 13 is not enough. You dig through and you don't find anything of interest.
Cool. Kai will continue to look around and this time put something over his mouth.
Con save.
Looking. Here we go. 19.
Okay, you succeed on the second save. You are unaffected. Go ahead and roll a investigation check.
12.
Too much shit. It's all unorganized. The labels are all faded. It's impossible to tell.
Fuck's sake. He's gonna fucking come out.
Suppose I'll have a go.
All right, Otho, go ahead and roll a con save for me.
Okay. I actually do have a plus modifier on this.
Yeah, any day now.
17.
17 on the saving throw. That is a success.
I'm so
You are
proud of you,
unaffected.
Connor.
It's like that cat coughing. You know that picture of that cat? Its eyes are like bulging out. It's coughing.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your investigation check.
Investigation. There's gonna be an investigation.
Oh.
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 Oh, it's coming.
Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes.
Come on, baby.
Whoa.
Daddy needs you.
You might have to roll on the roll 20. I'm very sorry.
He's charging up.
Charging up, brother. All right, here I go. Let me just click back in here. Nope, that's GIMP.
What?
A what?
Oh yeah.
Hooah.
Oh,
Fuck!
Well, too much shit. And it's also really hard to focus.
too
You
much
conti-
poopy.
Do you continue searching or do you call it there?
You know what? I passed my first one. I'll continue searching.
Okay.
Con save. That's gonna be a failure. That's a
Okay.
3.
Oh no.
You take 3 points of damage. You are unable to speak.
Okay, I'll do one more investigation though.
Yep.
Yep. Here I go.
Come on.
The anticipation. It builds.
I think it
Come on,
doesn't like
dice.
rolling twice in a row.
No.
Oh my lord.
11.
Wow.
No. You kind of heave and struggle yourself out of there, unfortunately.
Fuck it.
Ishkan's gonna just kind of sigh and hand Wark back over to Kai.
I'll take a
I
crack
said
at
what?
it, the outsider
Wait.
says.
No, it might not be a good idea for you to go around touching things in there.
What? Come on.
What? Come on!
I'm gonna
Says the
hold my
man who
breath.
can't
I don't know if it'll help at all, but I'm gonna hold my breath as I step in.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll me a con save.
That's a 5.
You take 1 point of acid damage. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
17.
That is a success. Go ahead and roll for me a d6.
6.
Ooh.
Ooh. You find a pouch containing 4 glimmering jelly bean candies.
What in the fuck?
Bean boozles.
I swear to fuck if I lost my voice to Bean Boozles.
And the rolled up piece of paper that I got from Empty. What was that again?
Maybe look at that once you get out of the
Yeah,
terrible,
I just
terrible
know that it's a
chemical
rolled up
chamber.
piece of paper.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty sizable.
I will keep looking.
Okay, another con save, please.
I really don't think magic casters should their vocal.
18.
You
Never
are fine.
mind. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up.
Roll another investigation check.
You can't speak anyway. Oh my
Nice.
god.
Roll another d6, please.
6.
Reroll.
1.
As you kind of look through, you find like a tiny little like wedding ring sized box, and inside is a singular, very nice looking pearl.
Mother of pearl.
It's valuable.
We've got to have.
On that last investigation, was there much left to look through?
Oh, it's like, I mean, obviously the ceilings are short, but like this is like how long is this tall? Like, I mean, 45 feet of shelf that's filled to the brim with just random shit. I mean, half of it is just alchemical supplies and like skeletons and like weird like paper that is just faded over time. Like it's just like it is like I Spy like hard mode.
Gotcha.
Like even magical sense doesn't help here because like some of the chemicals are magical in nature, right? So it's kind of just like a huge like mess to go through. Also, Escan, I'd say roll a knowledge nature check real fast because of your druidic background.
Interesting. Okay. Soft 21.
You get a sense, if no one was in here, how did these things shatter? And then you think about it, you're like, oh, maybe there was an earthquake, and that's why there's a bunch of broken stuff on the ground.
Really
Really
quick
poor
question.
design flaw.
Since I've got Detect Magic up, can I determine the School of Magic rating from this dagger?
Weirdly enough, the dagger has a unique magic to it.
Monty, also, you should click on Wallfly. Oh, wait, never mind.
It doesn't seem to have a school of magic attached to it, but it is definitely magical in nature. The outsider actually kind of comes over next to you, Milo, and goes, and he's going to go through people he doesn't want to step in the goop. He kind of looks down and goes, hey, Milo.
Huh?
I know that Otho uses a dagger. I can tell by the way he swings around wildly. I don't know.
He's
If,
right there.
I don't know if he would use it. I know he uses like a saber most of the time. But he kind of looks up towards, like, kind of juts his head in the direction where Empty is currently like, like cacking. I don't think the kitchen knives are gonna last very long, especially not at this rate.
That's fair. We don't know what the properties are, but we might need it back.
I'm willing to pay for it if you want. I have money.
Let me just get Empty equipped and we'll talk about it later.
Okay. He kind of nods.
Empty?
What?
Here. This might be more helpful for you.
This dagger, I'm going to describe it the way it looks.
It looks as if a baby has been stabbed several times.
How
best described as
dare.
demonic, actually.
Where is this? I have it on a page.
They've taken our nutrients.
Interestingly enough, the blade, it does look kind of evil, but not like super evil. It has like a black hilt with leather, and then the blade itself almost looks like hot metal, but it's not. It's just colored that way, almost like a natural orange gradient to the tip.
Oh shit! It's a ball knife.
But it's a proper dagger.
It might be better than those kitchen knives you're using.
You're giving this to me?
At least for now, until we can figure out exactly what they do, but it's gonna be more helpful.
Is this for exchange of my soul?
He does the half eyes closed, like, really, and he's actually going to say a prayer over the blade, not to do anything to it, but to just be the holy man.
You got it. Roll a persuasion check.
Can't believe Milo just banana cat.
14.
They look down at you and they go,
I will take it. But if it curses me, I will hunt you down.
I hold up my holy symbol. I'm not a demon. None of us are demons.
What is your necklace? What is that? I don't understand.
This is a holy symbol of Arin, god of the sun.
Who's Orin?
The god of the sun.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Please tell me you notice. Go ahead.
What's a god?
A god is an entity that represents one aspect of reality. Whether it be the sun, the moon, the stars, the elements, life, death, vegetation,
Time?
everything. Thinks back to his catalog of gods? I would say so.
Oh, then I know gods then.
they lean down and they take the dagger into their hand.
What does that mean?
Dude, everyone in the fucking party is doing the clone high hands right now.
No, I'm currently trying not to singe off my flesh.
Yeah. Escan,
Uh-huh.
are you wanting to stay a third time?
Yeah, I'll brave the elements.
All right. I need a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage this time.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
But I passed the last one.
It doesn't matter. It's about how long you're in there for. Because, like, each investigation is 10 minutes.
Yeah, 8.
8. You take 2 points of acid damage, and you are now blinded. You cannot see.
Oh.
As your eyes are filled with tears, and you cannot see through them.
I guess that means I can't make my investigation check then.
Unfortunately, not. I mean, you could with disadvantage if you want. If you want to try for it. I mean, you made the con save.
You
Why
may
not?
as well.
Nope. No dice.
Get out.
Great. Iskan comes stumbling out and like bumps into Strigal and then, like steps to the side. He's like clawing off his goggles and just starts rubbing his eyes really hard.
You notice too, Strigal, as Iskan comes stumbling out, you notice some hives kind of around certain parts of the scales where you
I
can
had
see
bark
like
skin up.
It doesn't matter. It's a effect. It affects the surface of your skin. This one, so unfortunately, it's.
Can anyone help Master Isgon?
Magic.
Iskan, what happened? Why'd you stand there so long?
I found a lot, but now I can't see. Hang on.
I thought you couldn't talk.
No, he can talk because he held his
passed
breath.
that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He also had this breath, so he wouldn't have been affected by that. But it does affect the outside too.
Oh boy, casters to go in.
No! For
Hell
fuck's sake!
yeah.
Stop!
Let's
I am
go.
literally going to pull you out.
You were the
Oh.
one who said this is what we came here for.
Yeah, but
Sir
Yeah,
Gaul
you
said
have to
no.
let him do it.
Sir Gaul wants to do it. Fuck it. Con save,
Fine.
Sir Gaul. Do it.
fine.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
It's the first one. You take 2 points of acid damage.
My bread health.
Meanwhile, I'm still sitting at half.
Okay, but Strigol is good at investigation at least. 18.
Hey.
Second.
That's
Roll
a
me a
fancy
D-
number.
Roll me a d4.
4.
4.
Ooh.
You find a glittering, what can only be described as a bath bomb, but something about it to you screams magic.
Magic
Screaming
bath bomb.
bath bomb.
A blob of magic animal fat. Great.
It's like in a very nice bag with like a gold ribbon on the outside. Just something about it calls to you.
He'll grab it. He's not going to take his chances, and he's going to walk back out.
You got it. Anybody else want to go and take a peek?
I think
Maybe
that's
we
all
all-
of us.
Yeah, we've all gone
The
in.
outsider wants to try. He's like, he feels like,
Go
I want to be
ahead.
included.
Fuck it. You can't get blinded at least.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
Mm-hmm. He can't hold his breath for 10 minutes as he goes in.
Oh my god.
Master Kai, do you believe
Oh,
that...
I got a natural one on his con save.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
He only takes one. He only takes
Wow.
1 point. He's fine. He's fine. But he is going to do an investigation.
All right, now block the path. Keep him in there.
What are the fucking odds?
Okay, he actually rolled decent on
1
both
in
dice.
20, actually.
This is bonus.
You found
Oh my
the
god, he
perfect
just
thing.
hit the DC. Literally matched it. That's gonna be a D4. Actually, someone roll a D4 for the outsider. I'll let you roll it.
I'll do it.
No, anyone but Mark.
3.
3.
Mark
he-
does pretty good.
It's to find an item, you asshole.
He comes out and he's holding a really large, ridiculously gemmed scabbard.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It feels fancy.
I can't see it.
How
How about here, Milo, trade for the dagger. He hands it to you.
All right, that's fine. Is it magical?
No, it doesn't appear to be, but it has mother of pearl. It has like really nice inlay and silver embellishments. It's very fancy looking. You get the sense
That's
this
it.
probably would sell for a bit.
All right, that's a good trade then.
So quickly, let's just go around the horn and see what items we have.
All right. Well, I have a rolled up large poster and or piece of paper. I have.
You want to open that?
I can't see.
Oh, that's right.
I have a pouch with 4 glimmering jelly beans, and a box with a large pearl.
And I had a lockbox and what was the second item?
A bag of seeds.
A bag of
Oh yeah,
smashed,
the
potatoes.
smashed potatoes.
smashed
seeds.
potato
Smashed
seed.
potatoes.
Strigol got a magical bath bomb.
I originally got a magical dagger that we don't know what
Oh.
it does.
Mr. Gall, I am so sorry. It's actually not a bath bomb. It's a potion that looks like soap.
Oh, that's a little different.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize. My description was wrong. It is a bath. It is like a bath bomb potion, like liquid bath. Sorry.
Potion of
Bubble
magic.
bath.
Got it.
Potion of bubble bath.
Magic dagger, don't know what it does. Traded it for the gem encrusted scabbard.
And
I didn't find shit.
yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 8 items we got out of that.
That's a lot of items.
Master Kai, do you believe Master Walk would be able to, I don't know, somehow write the rune on one of these walls that we cannot access? Kind of pointing towards this wall.
I mean, Work, what do you think? You think you can draw on the
Mark
door?
like sticks up his little tail and it wiggles.
I mean, if you want to give it a shot, can you copy the rune that was on the other door?
Mark.
He's a fucking
Kyle-
BFA in illustration.
Kai's gonna hold out his hand like a falconeer and just see if he takes off towards the door, and I'll point it towards this one.
All right. Give me 1
Da
second.
da da da.
Ooh, Work. He sticks to the wall and then like almost like an etch, like a like a computer stylus or computer clicker writes in the rune, and the door with him on it slides open, and he's like flips off and then like lands on your head because he got scared by the door moving suddenly.
Good job, Work.
Hey, well, I'm just torching it.
It appears to be another bedroom based off of the desk.
Well, if I can safely make it there by torching the slime, I would like to investigate.
You got it.
Do you need a roll?
No. If you have
Okay.
the spells and means to do so, I mean, this is green slime. You can destroy it by using. You
Well, no,
figured it
I'm
out by now.
I'm talking about the room.
Oh, the room. Give me a second to flip to the room first, so that
Okay.
way I know what I'm looking at here. This room, interestingly enough, is covered with crumbling ancient chunks of soap. The desk is messy and has a small alchemist kit on it. Additionally, there is a massive bag of what appears to be salt in the corner.
Anything magical? Because that's still going.
Nope.
What is the chemistry set like built in? Like it's not transportable, correct?
No, you can grab it. You can grab the alchemist kit.
I'll grab that and the salt.
Okay. The salt is in like a giant sack. It's like in a giant potato sack.
Ah, okay.
But is it a smashed potato sack?
Who knows?
Oh, the mysteries of the universe.
If you guys want to keep checking out the rooms, I can blow a pathway. I don't want to be the only one doing this.
I mean,
Can't see.
it's probably better if you are. I don't want Work to get spooked again.
All
I
right.
will move to assist, Master.
Kai,
Patrick.
as you look at Work is staring at Empty, and Empty is staring back at Work, and there seems to be something going on there.
You a demon. You have to tell me legally.
Kai's immediately gonna turn around, and I'm gonna stare at both of them and just see if something happens.
Boss music gently begins to crescendo. as
Let's
time
go!
goes on.
If he
I got
puts a finger
flashbangs.
on Work, he's dead.
All right.
Hey, shock and surprise!
Room.
It's a bedroom.
It's another
Toilet.
bedroom.
What?
Oh,
One of
I'm
these
gonna-
days.
I'm gonna pass off the bag of salt to Ustragal just
Oh,
because.
it's heavy. That is like a 40 pound of salt, like bag of salt.
Oh, well, you know what?
Luckily Stragal's not carrying anything, so he should be able to handle it. He got
Because
14
you never
strength.
know. All right.
This room is same as the other ones. However, this one contains a small chest.
Is it magical?
It doesn't appear to be magical, no.
Is it locked?
It is not locked. It does not have a lock on it.
I shall open it.
Shit.
All right, you open it up. Inside, you see a small wood chest set. There's a small pouch containing 15 gold. However, the gold is unrecognizable.
Relic gold.
It's like relic gold, yeah. There is an empty tin with tiny wrappers inside, probably candy,
Yo, what up? How's it going?
and an empty wine bottle.
Cool. Last door. Oh wait, no, we checked this one right here, right?
You did.
Yeah, we
That's
checked
the
that
one.
one. Yeah.
Okay, well we'll skedaddle our way back.
What was the first item?
Salt.
There's a 40-pound bag, you said?
Yeah, 40-pound bag of salt.
Can we
That's a lot of salt.
sprinkle some of that salt? Because I'm curious what that might do to the slime.
That's a good idea.
It is
And-
like it's been sitting there for so long. It's kind of like, you know, when like any sort of like powder or whatever like kind of clumps. It's very clumped.
Ew.
That
he'll-
means it should work even better, like rock salt.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll throw a brick of it then, like as far as I can.
Salt's going out.
It hits the slime and it doesn't dissolve.
Oh.
It just kind of sits there.
Anti-acidic salt, then.
Should we spread out the salt then, so we have a safe way then? Maybe.
Which is a good idea.
O-
Strigol
Otho
will
sort
use. Go
Otho
ahead.
sort of like points across the slime as if like drawing like a straight line across the shortest path, and he goes.
Yes, I believe I understand what you're saying. Strigol will use Mage Hand to just slowly put the salt onto the goop.
I would say if you use the entire bag, you could make a very thin but passable stretch across the thinnest part.
Ooh.
Are we opposed to that?
No.
I mean, what the fuck else are we gonna use it
It's
for?
salt, bro. I've got plenty of salt in my bag. Like for cooking.
I'm
Also,
diametrically opposed.
Milo,
Uh-huh.
because of your chef feat, it is not cooking salt, whatever this salt is. It's
Oh,
not meant for
okay.
cooking. It has, as you kind of take chunks out of it, it has a somewhat floral scent to it eventually.
It's to clear the roads. Got it.
It's
Absolutely.
Himalayan salt.
Absolutely worthless. Throw it all in the slime.
Very well.
I can't cook with this. It's useless.
Otho raises his fingers as he's about to chime in, and he goes.
Someone hand me a pouch of water, please.
Strigol will hand you his water skin.
And I'm gonna start trying to wash my eyes out. Whether that does anything or not.
Kai, as the staring contest continues, there's a break in the boss music, and you just hear. Roll a perception check for me, actually.
Oh Jesus! Anything but perception. It's a 2.
Aw.
Wow.
You hear empty mumble something and then like move past you.
Cool.
Can Strigol use prestidigitation to clean 1 cubic foot off of the eyes and skin of Iskon?
Just remove my eyes.
Remove his eyes. Unfortunately, prestidigitation probably wouldn't help here.
Okay.
This is kind of a unique situation in a sense. Like basically, you stood in a room that's been sitting in caustic goop for a very long time, and it just like. You ever? I'm not gonna lie to you. I got inspiration for this by hearing a chemist talk about when some of the chemicals leaked in their room and what happened, and I was like, "Wow, that's terrifying! Awesome! I'm gonna use that for D&D." So, unfortunately, it's a bit of a unique experience.
Wait, Monty, can I hear through work? If he heard it, wouldn't I hear it?
Oh yeah, you would. Go ahead and roll perception through work.
Yay! I'm gonna do it again. I can
Another
save
natural
myself.
one.
13.
Through work, you hear.
Oh my, you're kind of cute.
And it just kind of walks away.
Kai's gonna get the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh my god.
All right, Milo,
Got him.
you stare down another death hallway.
I saved the one, guys.
I will make my way.
Otho points and goes.
Iskon, if you do not mind holding onto my hand, I will guide you.
Thanks.
I'll-
This is horrible.
I'll lead Iskon down the hallway by the hand.
I guess you're both holding my hand.
You want Easkin as
You
you
have two
move, the
hands.
outsider's like, no, it's not that bad. Come on.
Blind leading the blind.
This is literally my entire life gone in the moment. So, yeah, it's kind of bad. Who's leading me? I don't know whose hand I'm holding.
Listen, I've only got look. I have 2 spell slots of this level left, and I'm not blowing it on 3 lesser restorations.
Well, prepare to hear me cough for the rest of the session. Then.
Let's
there you
go.
go.
I'm not Monty.
Yeah.
Would lesser restoration resolve these issues?
What conditions does lesser restoration remove?
There you go.
Yes, it would affect the blinded condition.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
I
not the
can't
coughing
help.
condition.
I can't help those guys, but I guess I'll cast lesser restoration on myself.
Yeah, you blink a couple times. You're able to see again, luckily.
It's okay, my voice is my breath.
I have no idea what you said, but hopefully it wears off soon.
I'ma open the door because
All
this
right.
is getting weird.
As you open the door, you hear a horrible grinding noise as the door goes into the wall and then retracts out and then retracts in. You hear like a terrible whirring sound and the sound of something metal breaking.
Oh.
Good job.
What do my small eyes see?
See?
You see death. A wonderful room of death.
Probably.
see a large room.
I'm gonna peek the corners.
You see, Milo, as you peek around the corner, floating in the air like a
No!
hanged man, without a noose, a skeletal body of a gnome just floating in the air.
Oh.
Well, if this isn't a boss room, I don't know what is.
What do you see, Milo?
There's a skeletal gnome body hung by a noose that's not there, Monty?
Yeah, they're just like floating in the air, just like their
They're
head
they're
rolled
just
to
they're
one side.
just kind of floating there. Huh.
When you look back into the room, it has moved slightly
Oh,
closer.
oh God.
I
She's
see
probably
it's one
gonna-
of those.
For the SCP.
I am literally going to look. It's a person similar to me. I'm a little scared. I'm gonna be running between legs.
That's fair.
Well, good luck, guys.
You.
I'm running. Like, Glaze, I don't think we should deal with it in there. I think we need to get out of here.
I mean,
Wait, when have you been wanting to run from a fight?
This doesn't feel right, and I don't want to be in a claustrophobic area. Let's go.
Okay.
It's chasing. I don't want to. It's such a small. The logic is it's such a small area to fight. You guys are already struggling to move. I don't want to fight it on its own terms. I want to get back out here.
They
with this
can't
more
talk,
room.
but they can move.
Yeah, we can all move.
Yeah, everybody can move fine.
Right, but
Alright,
he's saying maybe deny possible layer action.
Yeah. Yeah. If we're moving away from it, is it still following us?
You peek around the corner.
I mean, everyone's not moving, so I don't have a fucking choice in the matter right now.
All right, go ahead and move yourself one tile forward.
I just wanted us to move forward. Yeah, it is moving closer. Can you guys go into the
Cool,
other
yeah.
fucking room, please?
Go! Move!
Well, I
I
can't.
would like everybody to roll initiative for me,
For
please.
fuck's sake,
As you are
guys.
being chased by a gnome skeleton, that is where we're going to end the session.
Good.
Guys, for
Cool.
fuck's sake.
There's
I was
literally.
with you guys. I couldn't move.
I rolled another natural 20.
Let's
Hey, roll
my
initiative
God.
for next
Session's
session
out.
so we have it all
Let's
set up to
go.
go. But
That's fucking 3 nat 20s today. What the hell?
Ooh.
14.
we're calling this episode Moist Critical.
We
I'm
have to.
married-
Yeah.
We have
married to this name.
Hey, Mark, can I get an Obama?
Hold on. Okay, go for it.
14?
There you go.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, you guys' initiatives are rolled, and with that, that is where we're going to end the session for
What's
tonight.
up, everybody? It's Skeletal. I am in your walls.
Skeletal. Moist skeletal here.
Oh man, this is fun.
Oh.
I'm like, guys, are you gonna move? Are you gonna
I
move?
couldn't
Are you gonna
move.
move? What do you mean you couldn't move? You
There are
couldn't
2
move.
NPCs between me and the exit. I can't move.
You can move. You can move through allies.
Well, then guys
Oh,
could've
you
moved.
can move through allies. Is that
As long
funny?
as there's a free space within 30 feet, with you.
Then Gaius could have moved, and you don't have to yell at me.
What are you?
Also, you can't yell at me because you can't talk. So
Oh, this is so
Yeah,
much fun. Oh,
yourself.
Oh.
wait, was that Timmy or the moth again? I need to know.
Everyone.
Hey, I moved. You have space for me.
oh man, this dungeon was fun to design. By the way, I want to tell you guys about
Oh.
one of the inspirations I got for this vault.
Was it
Oh.
Fallout?
Bardic?
No, it was a. I'll tell you about it afterwards. I don't want to pull back.
I
the
just got
curtain too
another amazing image from Zen Leader real quick.
Oh gosh.
hard.
Great.
I love you, Zen.
Excellent.
God, the memes are gonna be fire tonight.
Oh boy. Well, before we get to some memes, we should probably go ahead and do our outroductions.
Yes.
I need to use the bathroom super badly again. Are you okay if
Right
you do me
on.
later? I will be fast. I'm very
Yes.
sorry. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Gajin Goomba, where can they find you? What are you up to?
running from the obvious boss. Streaming every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central. Just finished up a little bit of my backlog. I still need to finish up Tears of the Kingdom. The next cultural analysis video will actually be on Tears of the Kingdom because there's way too much to talk about, but there will be massive spoilers, so beat the game, kids. On that, I just dropped a brand new video that's apparently doing numbers that I did not expect. Talking about all the really bad shit that either I went through or just kind of saw while I was on that trip to Japan. Watch out, there's more strawmen in the comments than a cornfield. Big, like, Kansas-sized cornfield.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's me.
Right on. We got Mark Allen Jr. Where can they find you, and what are you up to?
You can find me on twitter.com at Mark Allen Jr., here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, and you can follow the adventures of my fat sleepy cat bunny on Instagram at Chonk4Life. Pretty soon, there are going to be not one, not two, but 3 English dubs of Fist of the North Star movies. That's The Legend of Yuria, Legend of Toki, and Fierce Fight. Please check them out. I had the pleasure of assistant directing with this dub production for all 3 of those films. We had a blast. There's a lot of incredibly talented people who worked on this, so please check it out when it comes out. Being released by Discotech Media. Check them out on Twitter and or their website for more information. Other than that, possible stream on Friday, maybe not. I just had somebody move into my house, which is wild and crazy, and like stuff is being moved around so that we can, I don't know, cohabitate or something. It's weird. But if I can get it together, Friday I will be doing the first of hopefully many weekly music production streams where I will set a time limit, spin a wheel to figure out what genre I'll be working in, and I have to make a song in that time limit. So hopefully that will be starting this Friday. And for those of you who didn't know I make music, that's how you'll know now, I guess.
Nice.
That's it for me.
Right on. Sounds like a film full of a bunch of tough boys, tough boys, tough boys, tough boys.
Oh, there's so many tough boys. And one really tough dog.
What?
There's a dog named Toby.
Fist of the North Star?
Yeah.
Did I
He's Yuria's dog. Don't worry about it. Watch the
completely
movies.
miss? Alrighty, I will. I probably will because I love Fist of the North Star. Zan, where can they find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on Twitter at Zanny_Grim. You can also find me on Twitch at Zanosgrim. Tomorrow I will be streaming some games with some friends around noonish PST. And then in the evening I will be on Dungeon of the Mad Mage on Monty's channel. And then on Tuesday I will be on Edward Bosco's channel to play some more Halo Reach ODST. No, that's not it. Halo Reach Lasso, that's the one. We're going on our second, session of that. So we're pretty early in the game, but don't worry, we'll be screaming at Bosco pretty much the whole time, all the way through it. But that's it for me.
Right on. We've got Zito. Where can they find you? And what are you up to?
Hey, did you know I stream at twitch.tv/Zito? Hey, did you know that I have a PNG tube there? Hey, did you know that that's been going on well past November? The PNG tuber thing, that was last November. But the stream thing, I've been doing that for, 7 fucking years. Sorry, I'm a little jaded about that. You can find me at twitch.tv/Zito, where I'm playing indie games, I'm drawing, I'm getting ready for the inevitable entire week of absolute agony when I get my wisdom teeth removed. During that time frame, I will be putting a little bit more emphasis on silent art streams, and writing on the Patreon and working on the comic, which I also have. Beyond that, and also getting my shit together for maybe I won't be able to get my birthday up and going because that'll be the week after I get my fucking wisdom teeth removed. Before I get my wisdom teeth removed, but I will be I will be getting myself set up for the fact that I'm getting a 3D a low poly 3D model of Toothpick ready for streaming. So that's gonna be homework for me to learn how to get that shit to get going, and I
can, you know, fuck around in VR a little bit more openly for streaming and for just doing whatever.
Heck yeah.
I have to figure out how to, like, I don't think my my artist knows that toothpick is like maybe up to the size of like a person's kneecap, so I'm gonna have to figure that out on my own when I get him into VR chat.
Yeah.
That's me.
Right on. We've got Edward Bosco. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco and right here on Twitch with the Unexpectables every Wednesday. Thursday is Throwback Thursdays, where you can find me playing all kinds of classic video games with my buddy Bill. Although tomorrow I'll be riding solo. Friday is MNW Friday Night Flashbang. It's my wrestling show. Come check it out. Our sister show's on Saturday. And on Saturday, I play Yakuza with this dork, Connor. We're going to be doing some Like a Dragon. And I'm going to be there, I swear. And then Monday, we've got more Mass Effect. Hopefully, Monty, myself, Arkov, come check that out. It's a lot of fun. And then
Listen,
Tuesday,
I got a shelf. I might have to get a shelf on Monday. We'll see what happens.
we're going to hopefully do both. And then on Tuesday, it's Halo Night with Zan, with Level 1 Eevee, with Artsy Heartsy. We're doing a lasso run of Halo Reach. They're going to scream at me a lot because that's just how it goes. It doesn't matter what I do. It's time to get yelled at. Come watch it. You'll like it.
Hey, yo, Bosco's dead again.
That's me. Hey, yo, Zan, shut the fuck up again.
Wow.
Well.
Hey, Monty, where can they find you and what are you up to?
Yes.
Hi, you can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. And yes, that what Zan said was correct. Tomorrow should be more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I'm really excited to get back to that. On top of that, on Friday, I have a new stream where I'm playing through Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So if you're interested in checking out that game, definitely come to that stream. I've uploaded the parts to YouTube as well. And then Monday, if the shelf doesn't become an issue, hopefully we'll get back to Mass Effect. We're really close to finishing Mass Effect 1, so fingers crossed that we can get back to it. But I really need that shelf, though.
Yo, but that shelf, though?
That shelf, though?
Yeah, what that shelf do?
It's
Hey, yo.
it's
Hey, yo.
entirely metal. I'm so excited. It's huge.
Monty's getting a shelf again?
It's like 8 feet tall. It's huge.
What?
It's made of metal. Yeah, it's a big shelf.
Do you have 8-foot ceiling?
Yeah, I measured it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Right on.
And Connor, where can they find you and what are you up to?
Oh, well, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion, WR Street, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yeah, as was said earlier, playing some Yakuza Like a Dragon on Saturday with Edward Bosco. Yes. We'll probably be doing a bit more pickup streams on Thursdays. I might be wrapping up Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
Ooh.
Yeah, really good and fun VR game right there. Really tense as well. Yes. That's happening on my channel. This episode was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
That's right. Die Hard Dice is your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your purchase.
I'm not gonna lie, I was rolling really hot on the rainbow dice today.
We
So
were
it's just
all rolling really hot today. What
Yeah,
the
something was
Yeah.
in the air.
acid.
Acid.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes. Also check out our store. We've got merch. We've got some new merch coming out soon here. Be on the lookout for that.
Hot dog.
Hot dog indeed. Also, as a reminder, be sure to tune in on Friday for the end of the month art stream.
Oh yeah.
Dang, it's the end of the month already?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Indeed. But yes, I hope you all stop on by and watch me and maybe a few other people go through all the fantastic fan art we received over the month of June. Yeah. Yes. Other than that, it's time to read off some.
We left off with Killer Chansey, I believe.
Killer Chansey with the 10 bits.
Yes.
All right. Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. Because someone built it off episode title Snack Pack to Reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Yep, that was the last one.
Henry Skellerman, thank you for the 16 months, or 16 bits rather. I don't know why, but I love it when Connor randomly brings out his Mr. Sausage impression.
We all do.
It tastes like acid.
1 out of
Corn
5.
Solist- Yeah.
I always
love a
sausage that makes your eyes water.
I'm gonna have to give that combat 4 Mark Ruffalos. Corn Solist, thank you for the 400 bits. Got done with a court case today that's been 2 years in the making, and was finally able to tell my ex-employer where they can shove it. 2 years of stress have evaporated. Good job.
Hell yeah! Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck your employer.
Maybe don't.
GTG Maximo, thank you for the 100 bits. I got it, Mark. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
I won't.
And thank you for the additional 100 bits. This page intentionally left Milo.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was spaced.
That's really good.
Wait, what was it? I was spacing.
It was this page intentionally left Milo.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. No Zito, don't drink the Grimace Shake. Unless you want to be the next body discovered in a Danganronpa game.
Bro, isn't it funny how Gaius got like 4 pieces of Grimace art the week prior to all this Grimace content?
Oh my god. Predictive reason.
And that he kills people? Oh man, wake up, sheeple.
I can't believe it.
The clues are all there.
It's the Gaius birthday shake.
Nothing could kill the Grimace.
Why does he sound like that?
I don't know.
Why does he sound
I
like
don't
him?
know.
Hey everybody, it's me, the Grimace.
Mad Scientist IRL, thank you for the 35 months. These vaults are a really cool idea. I can't wait to see more of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find many more. Yeah. Killer Chansey, thank you for the 10 bits. Let's make mustard gas. Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
Got him.
Laws are more like guidelines, really. Game Master Ant, thank you for the 38 months. Slime, huh? I'm guessing it's not the cute blue kind with the smiley face.
Not unless you draw it.
King Night Owl.
No,
thank you for the
these
33 months.
those slimes were like slime asterisks, murderous intent.
Ah.
Ah, I see.
Callum Draws, thank you for the 5 bits. Ah, caves. Scary stuff. My favorite combination. But seriously, exciting episode. Happy that the Outsider is back. And finally, we've got Protoss103 with 10 bits. Can't wait to see the Gateway merch. Finally, something good to buy for the best D&D campaign
Wow.
on the channel.
Damn.
I
That's
mean,
how you
Protoss103
really
said
feel.
it, not me.
No, that's not fair because there's no Prince Division stuff. So calm down.
Yet.
I still think we need to put rims on there.
How
Yeah,
thick?
but you have to say how many inches, and then on the back I guess
Exactly.
says off the ground.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's it for the
Just
bits.
embrace
I want
money.
to point out. No, I want to point out something because I was working on this dungeon, right?
Okay.
And I was
Uh-huh.
writing all my stuff out, and I'm like, and
Uh-huh.
it was like 6 a.m. and I'm like, I could cut a corner here, but if I leave another, you know, it's in here type of message, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you already won't. My name is just on a single piece of paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead,
Yeah.
we just got Milo.
Just got Milo. Not even a question. It's just the name.
So that's
Milo.
why this dungeon is short.
Milo what? Milo what?
Milo, what?
All right, I want to go to bed, kids.
All right, who do we want to raid? I have a biased choice.
I was gonna say, let's raid the bias choice. Let's raid the boy.
We read our call.
We haven't
Yeah,
read
let's
him
do
in
it.
a while.
Because
Here,
I know
go
that he's on, Thero's on.
Yeah,
Let's raid
he's-
Arcov.
let's
Come
raid
on.
Arcov.
Yeah.
Let's
Jesus.
go.
He's my friend.
Yeah. Raid message is gonna be Monty loves you.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep, that's the raid message.
Oh man, that's the right.
Monty, if you
This
get
is
to
what you
if you get to have a biased choice, then we get to tell.
Have a
We pick the
biased
message.
We get to embarrass you live.
Make
on
it happen.
twitch.tv/archive.
Go.
Do it.
Ew, icky,
Go do it. Profess
healing.
Monty's love to Arcov in droves.
I hate people who are saying love.
You know what? Love is
WUV.
acceptable.